society in which the mistakes of the past will not be repeated. A place where we can finally coexist. Tolerant, progressive, enlightened, perfect.
Dreaming of your lips, kissing my lips with the world at our fingertips. You know we never give it up. You know we never give it up. You know we never give it up. Never give it up. Ain't afraid to tell you I'm ready. When I know you love to come get me. Let me know who you are. I'm ready, ready. Ain't afraid to tell you I'm ready. When I know you love to come get me. Let me know who you are. I'm ready, ready, my heart is yours entitled. Made our struggle worthwhile. Lost in the rush of your smile. You know we never give it up. You know we never give it up. You know we never give it up. Never give it up. You know we never give it up. You know we never give it up. No, no, oh, never give it up. Never give it up. No, no. Yeah, ain't afraid to tell you I'm ready. When I know you love to come get me. Come and get me. Who you are, I'm ready, ready. Ain't afraid to tell you I'm ready. When I know you love to come get me. Come and get me.
What's up, everybody? It's Friday night, and you know what that means. It's time for an all-new Socially Awkward Studios. We got your dude, Steve-O. And me, I'm your boy, Froyo. It's Friday night. The drinks are tight. Let's have some fun.
What's up, y'all? Hey, this is Matthew. I'm on the drops and the ones and the twos and the buttons and the knobs and the levers and the lights and the music. I'm on it all, baby.
So what you're saying is you're running the board tonight.
I am. I posted that shit. I let the world know.
Awesome.
Tonight
I'm good. This is actually something new I want to try to do as well. Where Matthew and I switch off running the board, and I will.
We switch identities. We face off.
Oh, we're facing off?
Mm.
Oh, dude, why? You walked into that one. Why did you walk into that one?
I walked right into that fucking thing.
You know what? I'm gonna be
nice.
I'm gonna be nice tonight.
Thanks.
And I didn't even do one last night when I was going through some of my repertoire of the impersonations. But for tonight, since you're running the board, you're calling the shots.
Get the fuck out of here, Nicolas Cage.
He's not here.
Get the fuck out.
No, dude, he's gone. He left. He finally packed up and...
Good thing I checked that this episode's going to have explicit language, because I've already dropped the F-bomb like 4 times.
4 fucking times, but...
well, it is October 20th.
It is.
It is a Friday. It's Friday night. The drinks are tight. Let's have some fun. We've got a mixture of beer and cocktails today. When we have cocktails on this here show, you kind of know what that means. That means we have friends of the show. Back on the show.
Woo!
Sarah and Matthew, the Geeks Who Eat. What's up, my friends?
What is up? What is up?
Welcome.
So many things are up.
So many things are up.
All the things are
so
up.
many things are up.
Okay, well, we're going to get into that for show. I don't know why I'm talking this way.
Yeah.
I have
It's
no
important.
idea.
It's
You know,
important.
hey,
Too much
you know what?
power.
I'm enjoying it.
All
I'm
right.
just like, dude, do you, man? Do
I
what
guess.
you want to
Is
do,
this
man.
is this the real me? Is this how I really am?
Get creative. No, hey, look, a couple of episodes back, we found out who the real me was, and I was all like, fuck, I did not like that person. So,
We also have my lovely brother Mark in the house.
Oh, hello.
Oh, welcome, my friend. And Steve, how you doing?
you know.
Well, yeah. So it's I'm gonna be honest. It's kind of weird sitting in this seat, being at the angle that I am.
Well, he says that because this is the only seat that actually swivels. So,
Well, not only that. Well, I mean, I'm like at the head of the table. Everybody's looking at me. I actually feel kind of awkward.
do you?
I do. Socially awkward.
No, this is what you do, man. Close your eyes.
Closing them.
Take it all in. Deep breath.
Okay.
Exhale.
Litter box.
You fucking got this.
Oh, thanks. So, Halloween is right around the corner. You guys gearing up for Halloween?
Heck yeah,
Do you guys dress up?
Oh,
Are you
yeah,
guys
we're-
the dress up couple?
absolutely.
we are.
Nice.
We're building a little haunted house, and the
Ooh.
stairs going up in the garage to the living room.
Correction. Stubbs is building a haunted house going up the stairs in the apartment.
Yeah.
Nice.
When I say we, I am building a haunted house in my apartment.
Is it open to the public?
No, it's not going to be that substantial, but
I'm putting a grievance letter in your mailbox.
All right.
we now own a low-lying fog machine.
Nice.
Oh.
You know what that means, Matthew? We can get the band back together.
All we needed was fog.
All we do was fog, man. That's what I kept saying.
So you guys are gonna rock the fog machine?
yeah, Halloween's huge for us. We do a ton of Halloween stuff.
Yeah.
We always typically have a party. We obviously do a ton of Halloween content on the blog.
We haven't really this year, though. Most of it's next week. So
Yeah.
stay tuned.
I need to be on that show.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. Like I said, dude, all you have to be is like, hey, I want to come on. I'm like, done. It's very easy. If you want to be a guest on the show, it's very easy to do.
What show? Be Horrorcast?
All of them.
All of them.
It's very easy to do. All you have to be like, oh, I'm into this. Can I be on the show?
I've been
Done.
waiting for the long box cast, and I have not received my invite, despite the fact that I work in a comic shop.
Actually, that had nothing to
That doesn't make sense at all.
Damn it. Well, due to circumstances, actually, I was going to present something to you because apparently I can't record an
An
episode.
award?
I was going to okay, extend an olive branch. Is that maybe what I was looking for?
Olive branches are chill.
All right. I hope so. People usually like to put olives in their drinks, so.
I don't like olives.
Whoa.
Nope.
Oh, I'm so glad we didn't bring martinis tonight.
Oh, I'm not a fan of the olives.
Oh, man.
Yeah, olives are nasty.
So, yeah.
Except Olive Garden,
Oh,
which
no,
we
that's
talked about a
nasty.
few weeks ago.
That's nasty.
Olive Garden?
That's nasty.
I don't know. That Alfredo
Oh,
dip.
that's man.
Yeah, but when
that's
you're
just
here, your
nasty.
family.
Nasty.
That's nasty.
When you're here, your family.
That Alfredo dip.
Do you know that comes from a giant gallon-sized jar and is microwaved?
Hey, well, that microwave's doing a good job.
I can buy you a jar of Classico, and we can do the same thing for like a third of the price.
I'm paying like $6.99 for my lunch special.
A jar of Classico is like $1.99 or $2, like, and that's basically what you're eating at Olive Garden. Just be aware, it's all microwaved. It's terrible.
What is it? I can't even think. I'm thinking of the Goosebumps.
Oh, viewers beware!
Yeah,
you're
you're
in
scared.
for a scare.
Classico.
You viewers beware, you're in for Classico.
It could be worse. It could be Prego.
I was gonna say, how open is your schedule sometimes? Because
Hey, there ain't nothing
I'll
wrong
need
with
a
Prego.
co-host for Long
Sometimes
Box
you're a
Cast.
baller on a budget.
I think
Let
we
go of
could
my
totally
Prego.
do it in the shop.
Again, I go back to I cuss a lot. There was a hashtag created.
It doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. That's
Yeah,
why
no,
I stopped
you.
you.
Just need to meet the owner of the comic shop, and you'd understand why recording in the comic shop would not be an issue.
Oh, I have no issue with that. I do need to acquire a new laptop, so I like how I say
Does
acquire.
it have to be a high-tech laptop?
It's got to be the highest of the. It's got to be the highest of the techs. It's It's going to be the biggest text ever.
It's going to be the biggest text ever. It's
Well,
going to
then
be
I'm
huge.
not offering my laptop to you now.
Oh, well, you know what? I'll just get Mexico to build me a laptop,
Yeah.
and they'll pay for it.
They'll
It's
yeah.
okay. It's going to be fine. It's going to be huge.
So, when friends of the show, Sarah and Matthew
I
come
feel
on.
like we just had like a conversation that really just should have been not.
Wel-
Yeah,
recorded.
Yeah, welcome to our show.
Welcome to the
Not
4i
because
Radio
it was
Network.
wrong or anything,
No.
but just because I'm sure the listeners don't really give two shits about what we just discussed in the immediate future.
You'd be surprised. We got numbers back. I'm just going to jump in real quick. We got numbers back for some of the shows for the last couple of months. Aaron caught us up.
I didn't look at the numbers.
I'll look at them. One of our episodes.
One of
surprise
ours?
it. No. One of the Life is Shit episodes.
Oh, I don't give a shit about that.
Exactly. No one does, and no one should. But we always have a like a big number of 200 for us. That's a big deal. That listen to the show where we're like, who the fuck listens to this? One of our episodes, 690 fucking listens, and I was like, and the episode was literally titled #Hate Yourself First, and Pat and I are like, what the fuck?
Dang, you got that shit trending.
Apparently,
That's like
That
like
shit that was
You've
that
tapped
shit was
into
trending in Chandler.
our biggest hit for this month on the website was our Szechuan sauce post about where to find Szechuan sauce in Arizona.
Yeah.
Where have I heard about Szechuan sauce? Like,
Where have you not heard about?
no, it's like a
Szechuan?
huge thing. I
well,
heard
it's a
it on
huge
TV
thing now,
shows,
just
like
because.
Szechuan sauce.
Yeah, it's Rick and Morty.
That's right. Yeah.
Mo-
But now that you can get your Szechuan sauce in December like the rest of the world, I think I'm gonna keep my first print Szechuan sauce.
Oh no, go right ahead. No, you're more than
my
welcome
first,
to.
My first print.
This is the first
Mix
run.
that up.
It's a first print.
like-
Actually, it's technically second print, but it's volume 2.
It's the
if
first
we're going
press.
In comic
R-
terms.
okay.
So it's first printing of volume 2, issue 1.
Yeah.
So
It's like the fucking vinyls and shit. This is the first pressing.
No, that's
This is the
amazing.
first variant
This
pressing.
is the first modern pressing. That's like the past one is like the golden age because golden arches.
Oh,
It's like the
yeah.
golden age. So
No, yeah, and that's totally fine. Like you guys were nice enough to be like, hey, did you get your hands on any? I'm like, nope. And they're like, well, I don't know if we're gonna use ours, so if you want it, you can have them. I'm like, great. And then it's like we saw that article come out with their McDonald's, like, oh yeah, we're gonna do a better job of this. And then so I was like, yeah, no, you like I
I
tell
don't really
everybody.
care about my first pressing of Szechuan sauce. To be really honest, I just forgot it.
No, you're
I
good.
just literally just.
What?
No, I was just
I'm
saying.
not
I was
even a Rick and Morty fan.
like
so
I always tell people, I'm like, man, do you, man, just do you.
I mean, they gave it to us, and we were like the lady thought we were gonna eat it, and I'm like, you think I'm gonna open this? She's like, well, yeah. Don't you want to try the sauce? And I'm like, do you understand geek culture at all? I'm like, let me put it into perspective.
She's like,
for
no,
you.
no, I
'Cause She
don't.
didn't. She didn't. I'm like, you remember that line in Star Wars where Obi-Wan is like, all of a sudden, I felt the 1,000 cries suddenly silenced. I'm like, that's basically what it would be like if we ate Szechuan sauce as geeks. Like, everybody would just there'd be a moment of silence for our stupidity.
Yeah.
You don't do
Just
that
the
as a
abject-
geek. You don't eat your pop culture collectibles.
Abject
Yeah.
terror and revulsion experience.
Wait, we don't
collectively.
eat them?
Oh, I eat all my shit.
No wonder ET pop vinyl did not go down well.
I eat everything.
There was a spring. Did not know it was a bobblehead. That scared the fuck.
I
out
get
of me.
my posters and I'm like, ooh, paper, and I just eat it.
And it was
Just
coming out. And I was just like,
I'm like,
wow.
ooh, this is.
Well, you used to eat paper and napkins.
Yeah.
What?
I
Oh,
did.
hey,
Yeah.
hell.
When I was little.
No.
This is what happens.
Little
when
as
the
in
brother
20.
comes on the show.
When I was 20, I was whatever, dude. When I was 20, more like 19.
Maybe on the cusp.
Oh, what are you stacking on there?
I don't know.
Classico.
I used to.
Paper dipped in plastic.
yeah.
You might as well.
I love that flavor.
Shit just got real.
Hey, did you hear that a new Szechuan paper?
I used to do it because I wouldn't use toothpicks and shit, and I'd just eat it to get the shit out of my teeth. At least I thought I was. I don't know. I ate paper. No big deal.
Yeah, we've all done weird things.
Hey, everybody's a little quirky in the world, right?
Because if everybody was perfect, there'd be no point.
Well,
Huh?
I don't
Some
know. I don't.
individuality. I mean,
don't-
come on. All the comics would be like, "Hey, you ever feel?" And everyone would be like, "Yeah, we do," because we're all the fucking same. Of course, everyone hates airline food. What the fuck?
That is true because you had a bunch of views on your hashtag I hate myself. So.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So obviously people out there were like, what?
No, okay.
Somebody gets me.
I'll
Yet
explain
Dumb
it.
Butler did not take off.
Yeah, I was pissed about that because I really want. I'm
You
still
had
gonna
to
make
do
it.
one of those. What was it?
Oh yeah, I had another dumb butler thing, but I don't recall anymore.
Oh
It
man.
was so good, and I was like, "Oh, so they did that in the Dumb Butler?" And he was like,
Oh, I fucking love that because I'll just like out of nowhere I'll just feel like fucking dumb butler.
What's the dumb bundler?
Butler. Actually,
Butler? It's Butler?
We watched Annabelle Creations.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And
Is there a dumb butler in there?
There was a dumb bell.
No, waiter.
Oh, dumb waiter.
waiter.
See,
The
I fucked it
A
up.
dumb waiter
Dumb waiter.
is the actual name of this contraption.
and Matthew is talking about
Oh, that's
it.
that thing that
And
goes
Stubbs is-
between the floors,
yeah,
right?
And Stubbs is talking about it, and he's like, oh, he's so adamant about this conversation. He's so into it. He's like, and the dumb butler, and this thing about the dumb butler, and more dumb butler, and dumb butler. And he like says it like 4 times, and all of us are just dying.
Oh, nice.
And I forget who said it, but someone was like, "You mean the dumb waiter?" And so for the rest of the show, it was hashtag dumb,
Dumb butler.
So
That's
yeah, we
great.
wanted to get it trending because I said if we get enough like people who like it or want this idea, I wanted to create a dumb butler
Shirt.
T-shirt, for it, and then like hashtag dumb butler.
That's why I was getting all those fucking notifications for that shit.
Oh, you get them. I didn't. No, hashtag hate yourself first was we were
Hate
talking
yourself first.
We were talking about
It's
it.
so bad.
We were talking about a shooting.
It's so bad.
There was a shooting going on because usually what always happens is someone goes out, does a huge like massacre, and then they kill themselves. So I'm like, look, if the last part of your plan is killing yourself, move that to the front. Because I'm like, it sucks that you want to kill a bunch of people, but if you're just going to kill yourself anyways, do that and save a bunch of lives. So we said, like, you can't hate anybody until you hate yourself first. So then we started
God.
just going hashtag hate yourself first. Kind of like, if you hate yourself, so like, Matthew, do you hate yourself?
I didn't really want to get into that.
No. I was just, I don't think you
No,
hate yourself.
of course I don't hate
See?
myself.
So you probably don't really hate too many people. There's nobody out there who makes you very like, just, I want to punch this person in the face and stuff like
I'd
that.
say pretty
You
few.
love yourself, and that's good because a lot of people say if you don't love yourself,
I love
how
myself a
can
lot.
how can you love another person? Kind of thing. So we said hate yourself first. As soon as you can really hate yourself, then you can fucking hate other people.
I'm pretty
Oh, that
regular. I'm
reminds
pretty
me of
regular with
RuPaul's
my loving
Drag
myself.
Race.
Wait, hold on. As soon as you hate yourself, then you can hate other people?
Yeah.
What if you just hate somebody because, like, they ran over your mom? Then why am I going to hate myself?
Because you hate yourself because you
Man,
didn't
you went 0 to 100 really quick.
No, put it this way. No, you gotta hate yourself first because, like,
Hate-
fuck, why didn't I
hate
push
your-
my mom out of the way?
No.
Wait,
Let's say
do
you were
I,
at-
do
no,
I,
no.
Oh, you
Let's
guys.
say-
oh,
didn't-
did I secretly want my mom to get hit
Hey.
by a car?
Let's say your mom, who liked our post, Julianne, or I think that's her name, is
Joanne?
Joanne something.
Julianne.
Let's say you're doing this.
That's your other
podcast.
mom.
My other mom.
You're doing this podcast. Your
Yeah.
mom walks out of Abco Foods. Somebody ran her over. You had no idea she was
Throwback.
there. How could you push her out of the way?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
And then you can hate.
Don't.
Do you want to
Don't.
be honest with you?
No.
My mom liked the podcast, right? She liked the link. She's not listening. She
No,
will never listen.
Your
But-
mom
but anyways-
likes just about every
Oh,
single
my
one
mom
of
loves
our-
everything.
How
I
are
can
you going to
literally-
push her out of the way?
No. This is the thing, though. She gets hit by the car. I'm like,
You don't.
See,
oh,
that's where we're going, and I didn't want to go there. Hey, shout out to all the moms. Shout out to all the moms. I love y'all, so there's your positivity back.
yeah. I was like, do we want to go down? Don't go down this
No.
road, Steve. Not on these tires.
What
Don't
about
do it.
what about the chef that spits in your food and you see it on there? Do you hate him?
Honestly,
Steve-
Mark, if we want to go down this road, I
Steve-
hate myself a lot.
Steve hates a lot of things.
I hate myself internally. I'm a piece of shit, so it's okay. So that's why. Yeah. So if a waiter wants to spit in my food, guess what?
His face.
Guess what? I didn't see it. Doesn't matter.
Remind me at the end of the show to give you the hotline to call.
No, they won't. They know my number.
No, they don't.
They're like, nope.
Shut the fuck up. I'm about to mute your mic, motherfucker.
You can. You're in control.
I am.
You know why, Matthew? You could be magic.
I'm magic every day, baby.
I know.
Magic, baby. Hey, how was your week?
Interesting.
Hated yourself?
I hated myself. I woke up, hashtag hate myself. No, my week was fine, just normal, work and everything like that. Of course, some podcasts are on hiatus, had a little accident with some beer.
What happened?
I spilled beer on my laptop.
On your what?
My laptop.
On your what?
My penis.
Lubricant.
Oh, it was great.
Drying.
I mean, it was a it was a Cali creamer.
Correction. Yeah, that sucks, bud.
Yeah, shit happens.
It's life, though, right?
It's life, you know.
Life is shit.
Life is shit. Hashtag hate yourself.
No, that's a bummer, though.
What's the name of the show?
Life is shit.
Okay, good. Because I was going to say that or hate myself.
Oh no, we come up with so many. What was it? The one episode you listened to, I think it was called Lincoln Time.
Oh yeah.
Matthew's all like, "Yeah, you talked about nothing for like 40 minutes, and then it was like 5 minutes of an actual segment, and then the show ends." He's all like, "What the fuck?" I'm all like, "But you do remember the time."
But then I sit there and think about it, and I'm like, what the fuck show is this?
It really is.
We get together on Friday night, we drink beer, and
We have structure. Pat and I are just all, we drink beers, then we're like, still podcast, bro.
yeah, we have those nights too.
So, yeah.
Sarah, how was your week?
Busy.
Nice.
Yeah, I was pretty much slinging comic books all week because that's what I do these days.
Nice. Name of the shop?
Fantastic Worlds Comics in Scottsdale.
Scottsdale.
Yeah, you guys should all check it out. We have great selection.
How long have they been open?
Like 14 months.
Nice.
Ooh, that is
nice.
14 months.
They're little babies.
Help
Yeah.
that business out, everybody. Go grab
Exactly.
yourself a
big,
comic.
Big things are coming to that store soon. Well, I should say big things. Mediocre things are coming to that store soon.
Steve's business.
Oh, be nice.
So just a lot of working, a lot of
Yeah,
hustling.
Hustling, you know, always working on the website, getting stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
We have so much coming up that it's like ridiculous. Like,
Cooking a lot of food, taking pictures of it.
yep.
Nice.
That's what we do.
So we'll touch back on that really quick. Matt, how or Matthew, I'm sorry. Stubbs. How was your week, buddy?
It was, work. We got product releases going out the door. It's busy, stressful. Shipping code, but that's just kind of, that's par for the course.
Working on the haunted house?
Yeah, we're a little bit. Yeah, actually, I taped up some creepy cloth, and it started. That was like earlier in the month, and I've been
Creepy
slowly-
cloth?
Yeah.
What's creepy cloth?
It's cloth that's creepy.
What does it have on it?
Creepy stuff.
It's creepy cloth.
Like what?
Creepy cloth.
Makes me feel like creepy crawlers.
Like ghosts,
like
bats?
Yeah, no.
cloth.
Yeah, I
It's
totally have that in the
like
back of my mind.
the stringy, gauze, messy.
It's
Do they
creepy
look-
cloth.
Yeah.
Does it look like spider webs or anything like that, or is it just like?
Yeah, it's a little spider webby. It's
Okay.
a little
Is it like? Oh,
It's
is
tattered.
tattered.
It like, is like haunted doilies.
Yes.
Listen in, Lauren. You might need some creepy cloth.
Creepy cloth.
Yeah.
Everybody needs creepy cloth. I can't even tell you how much creepy cloth we have at home. It's like
Say that like 8 times fast, man. That's
we literally
crazy.
have
I don't think we have the time for that.
probably like 10 plus pieces of creepy cloth in varying shades of black, gray,
Ooh.
green, and white.
I like gray.
just from various projects we've done, and like then we found it at the dollar store and we had to buy it because it was $1. And
But was it good quality?
oh yeah,
Ooh, dollar store
the
quality.
Dollar store
And
one
it was good?
actually better because it was more like stretchy. Like you could make the fabric like pieces come apart better.
Okay.
Which makes it look more worn and creepy.
Yeah, creepy
Versus
cloth.
like when you buy like Targets, it's like brand new and it looks kind of
brand new creepy cloth.
And so we
So since we've touched on our Halloween decorations, they're kind of getting extensive and elaborate to support the theme of this party. We're having like a monster movie theme party.
Okay.
So our apartment's 3 levels, and you walk up the stairs, and that's
Yes.
going to be the haunted house, and that's this transition from like this is like the real world, and then when you come through here, you get this like transition experience. And now you're in like the haunted house, the monster movie land.
Yeah.
So you go through the haunted house. We've got that set up, and it's got like a movie projector thing going on, and so it's kind of an experience. So it'll be like foggy, and it's lit
Yeah.
up with like the flickering lights and stuff like that. So and it's got a few other like kind of
like you think about that point, it was
Best
all like,
costume he had, by the way.
oh, what
Potato sack mask.
That's number 2.
Oh shit.
what's
No,
number 1?
We met. They didn't ever show Jason because it was spoiler alert. It was Pamela Voorhees.
Oh my
That's
gosh!
what I was thinking
Like,
of.
if people
Are you
listen-
kidding me?
Hey,
Yeah.
people haven't watched it.
Wait, you didn't know that? That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
You've had
But,
45
but
years
you
to
never
watch
see
this
in
movie.
movie 1. You never see Pamela Voorhees.
But you have to watch it.
Until
Kevin
the
Bacon's in it.
But my favorite one, and the
Sorry.
one we just did a recipe on,
wanna
so
put
you
a
should go
pin in
check
that.
it out.
Yes.
Is I can't. Just like lost it. Damn beer.
You did
Find
a
it.
damn beer.
Wait, the
Jason
most
Goes to Hell, the
Yeah.
final chapter, which is like the most hated one. Except I think maybe people hate Jason X a little bit more, but it's so good. It's literally got the Necronomicon in it. It has a Kandarian blade, also an Evil Dead reference, and then it has a Freddy versus Jason ending. So like, how do you not love this movie? It's perfect.
I think it's one of those things when, like, because you have people who jump into certain films, and this is like in all genres, where there's like stuff they're like, oh my god, I can't believe I hate this one and stuff like that. And there's like a few people who like it, and then
Well,
it
it's once
becomes
you
like,
get deep into, oh my god, they're making a 6th
I mean,
one.
come
It's
on.
gonna be
Like,
stupid.
Jason Takes Manhattan is the worst Friday the 13th movie
It
ever.
is. It
Like,
is.
seriously, Jason
No,
X
it is.
is better than that movie.
but it has a great scene in it where Jason's walking through Manhattan. This guy's like listening to music,
and
and
he
he
punches
just
the
fucking
radio.
punches the radio, and he just keeps on walking. You're like, props, all right.
And at least Jason X like keeps moving.
Well,
Jason X had some of like the most fun creative deaths, like
Or
the
when-
liquid nitrogen face
Yeah.
slam.
Yeah.
Or
Like,
when they keep
famous.
shooting him, and he keeps getting back, and he's like,
yeah, like, well, I think they started realizing, like, I think at a certain point they're like, we kind of know what this is, and we kind of know what the fans expect.
no, you know why it's in space and in the future? Because they were still under contract. They were still like under contract for Freddy versus Jason, and they didn't want to mess up the continuity timeline from Jason Goes to Hell, so they set it in the future so that it wouldn't screw any of that up, and they could backtrack on it. Thank
They
you,
s- they still had to
thank you,
fudge.
Crystal Lake Memories documentary, which is on Shudder.
Oh, it's on
Because
Shudder. Okay, because I keep hearing about it. Because I've seen the Never Sleep Again one.
It's the same people, and it's just as long, but it's so
It's like
good.
4 hours, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But they
It's-
go through every movie.
Yeah.
And it's so good.
It's really good for all the
So
same
good.
reasons.
No, I love it because I love the Never Sleep Again one. Like,
Yeah.
if you have like, what was it like 7 hours to fucking kill? Like, I literally just spent a Sunday just like, all right, here it is, and it's great because it gets to a certain point, and I died laughing because Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith are in a segment because what they wanted to do at Dimensions, because they owned like a little bit of the characters of those guys, and they were doing Scream and everything that, like with Wes Craven, they literally wanted to do like Jason versus Freddy versus Jay and Silent Bob. Like, they were trying to market it that way, where it's like, oh, Jason should meet Jay and Silent, and they're like, why the fuck would they? Like, why would he go into the woods like, hey, Bob, we're gonna sell these camp counselors weed? Oh shit! And then what? They just get high with everybody? Like, it was like,
It's like Floronic
like
Man,
even
that one Batman Detective Comics issue where like Floronic Man is teamed up with Poison Ivy, and he's like, I don't want to take over the world. I want to get it stoned.
oh yeah,
And it's like one of those like, you know, marijuana scare comics, because that's literally what the bad guys are doing, is trying to sell super potent marijuana.
I want that. Hello there, child. Hello, how are you? Would you like to buy some fucking, weed? Do you want the
I mean,
credit?
out of all the things, they're like, we want to get the world stoned. What do you think, guys? Oh yeah, that's terrible. Terrible thing.
You ever wonder where I got these bongs? What the fuck is going on?
I can't understand though, like, how Poison Ivy would be okay with that. Like, burning plants. I don't really see her being like okay
No.
with this storyline. Like, that doesn't make sense to me now.
No, it doesn't, because there's a problem. There's a very good example, because even in was it Batman Arkham Knights, the video game or whatnot, Poison Ivy plays a big part in that video game, and there's a part where it's all like, she's like, no, I'm going to help you, Batman, because what they're doing to the trees right now, I don't approve, and they're hurting, and so you're like, oh yeah, so it's like, so when people are like, yeah, I'm totally on board with this because they're respecting the characters, and they do those like things where it's all like, let's ban weed and get stoned, and so like Poison Ivy's like, what the fuck is... I think she would say, "What the fuck are you smoking?" But she's like, "What the? Oh wait, no, never mind.
I know what you're smoking.
I know what you're doing."
Did you watch Batman Harley Quinn yet?
No, I have to. Yeah,
Did you use my code?
I haven't done it yet. When does it expire?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to those things.
No, I'm gonna do
I
it.
have a code for Spider-Man Homecoming if you want it too.
I totally would take that. I love that movie. I saw that in theaters.
I
That
just
was
bought
good.
the special edition. At
Yeah, no, I'm probably. I need to buy. Problem is, I'm a little behind on my Marvel films. Like, I own like a bunch of them right now, but it's like I got to get Guardians just came out. Spider-Man: Homecoming.
I may have a. Oh wait, no, I can't give you my code because I used it for my Disney movie rewards, and they count that as the code. I was gonna say I have a Guardians code for you, but I don't.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
When it's Disney,
Believe me, you guys,
Disney's,
you're good.
Disney's like, digital codes.
Yeah.
Are Disney movie rewards codes, and I'm a points hoarder for Disney movie rewards. After I lost all 8 kajillion
sad.
points that I had,
Sad.
which made me so mad
No, I'd be pissed.
because I was inactive,
Ugh.
and I didn't realize it, and yeah. So, but yeah, let me know because I don't ever use digital codes. So if you ever want a digital code of something I have, let me know because I'll give it to you. No, it doesn't.
I will totally take
I
it
don't-
because
Did we open Alien Covenant yet?
No.
that
no,
was
we
good.
haven't.
You have to still say
If you,
that,
if
right?
you want
Yeah, I
the-
haven't
if
seen
you
that.
want- if someone wants that digital code, I'll give it to them.
You know what? Give
'cause-
it to Matthew.
Yeah, I'll get if
Matthew hasn't seen it.
If mine came with the digital code and I haven't opened it, that means I haven't given it to someone else. You can have it. It's all
Also,
yours.
on the subject of movies, has anyone seen Happy Death Day?
Oh, so good.
Steve was talking about that earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll have a review of that at some point on B Horrorcast, but
Can we come on that show?
oh no, yeah, no, definitely, yeah, no, definitely, you guys are invited. Yeah, I was telling Mark about it, and I was trying to you don't want to give anything away, so I was just trying to go off of what's in the trailer and stuff like that, but. Yeah, I really enjoyed it, but I don't think I don't think it's a horror movie. To me, it's a dark comedy.
It's a comedy.
Yeah.
Okay, have you seen Tucker and Dale versus Evil?
Not yet. No.
Okay, so you've seen it, right?
I've seen.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. I've seen a bits of it. My parents fucking love that movie.
Okay, so it's like that movie because it's a comedy in a horror setting. It's not really horror, but it's not 100% comedy either.
Yeah.
So I would say it's horror. It's like comedy in a horror setting. It's not as goofy as say Shaun of the Dead, but it's still pretty humorous. But still
Cabin in the
maintains
Fever or Cabin in the Woods. Cabin in the Fever.
Cabin in the Fever.
Cabin in the Woods was kind of like
I wanna go to that
comedy-ish.
It was a little. I think Cabin in the Woods was a little bit more horror, just
Okay.
a skosh, because there were actual parts of Cabin in the Woods that were scary.
Yeah.
There weren't really parts in Happy Death Day that were super. I wouldn't call them scary at all. But it's such a good and fun movie that you don't care. It's not like one of those horror movies where you're pissed when you leave because you didn't get scared. It's you leave this movie going, you know what?
I mean,
that was a really fun movie.
That's how I was
To
with
me,
it.
to me, I think it is a horror movie because I think the context in which you need to appreciate it is in
you
the
have to be a
context-
horror. Yes.
in the context of a horror movie. You have to go in thinking it's a horror movie because then certain choices in the plot and characters, stuff like that, will make sense or not make sense depending on how you're thinking
and like
about
I said,
it.
so if you guys have seen the previews to Happy Death Day, it's kind of like a take on Groundhog's Day. I think
Yeah.
they did a beautiful job of doing everything. They even pay a little homage to Groundhog's Day in the film. But yeah, we'll give you a big. It's going to be a spoiler episode. So if you haven't seen it yet, go out and see it. Highly recommended. I enjoyed it.
Did you see our recipe for it?
No,
We did a cupcake recipe for Anna was the one who won, so maybe you didn't see
yeah,
it.
probably.
But we did a cupcakes recipe for it. So they were red velvet cupcakes. And we didn't even really so I saw the trailer and I wanted to see it, but I didn't dawn on me that in the trailer they show her getting a cupcake.
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention to that at all, apparently. And I was like, we're going to do a cupcake because I don't want to make a cake. All of their movie promotion stuff has been cakes.
Right.
All the posters, it's a big cake.
Yeah, which is weird because it's there's no cake. Spoiler alert, there's no cake in the movie. I'm just
Well,
gonna
no,
say.
Yeah.
but Happy
But there is a
Birthday, Happy
cupcake.
Death Day.
So the fact that we ended up making a cupcake was hilarious. But we also got an interview, a little 5-question interview with Scott Lobdell, who wrote it.
Cool.
Who
nice.
actually wrote for X-Men
Yes.
Whoa.
and Teen Titans. So
Right.
he's one of the authors responsible for Quicksilver coming out. Actually, so he's kind of a controversial
For sure.
writer in the world.
Yeah.
because
It's really hard to come out as a speedster sometimes.
Well, I mean, you get in there, you get out, you know.
So,
Ow. Gotcha.
but he actually wrote for like a digital comic or something
Bukkake.
for Paranormal Activity also,
Yes.
which was kind of interesting. I was like, okay.
Actually, I'm going to promote another podcast right now. It has nothing to do with our network, but the Nerdist episode with Bloom on it.
Jason Blum?
Jason Blum on it.
Oh,
I always said Bloom or Blum. It's like I even fucked it up on the one episode that hasn't been aired yet. Yeah, they did an interview with him on the Nerdist, and it was really fucking funny because he was talking about like the Paranormal Activity. He's like, I hate those fucking cam movies, and he's just like, but if your movie can't be explained unless through that, he's like, we're good. He's like, look, I can't even say it doesn't do well. We made 6 of the fucking Paranormal Activity movies.
Found footage.
Apparently, found footage fucking works.
Ain't that the
Found
truth?
footage is just like such an interesting genre because like when done correctly, it's amazing, but when done badly, it's bad. You know, so like it's one of those things.
Pass it around the table.
That's one of the things.
We
Yeah,
are taking a little
Oh, actually, you know
communal
what?
break.
Everyone's taking a communal break. I got something we can talk about. So, Stubbs,
Well, I want to know how my brother's week was.
Yeah, we didn't actually do
Good.
that. We kind of interrupted.
That's true.
him.
Yeah, you're right. Fucking okay. Look,
I did.
No, I'm letting you get. You guys were rolling. I'll let you do your thing. I just want. Hey, Mark, how was your weekend, brother? Or your week, brother?
It was all right.
take the reins.
Pay attention.
Take the reins.
Pay attention.
I worked and stayed at home.
Glad we got to that.
Wow, that was like, I mean, I could have kept talking.
I went to Disney World.
Yes!
the week before.
Yes, let's talk about that. He was talking about
Wait,
it
you went to
before the
Disney
show.
World?
Yeah.
You went
Okay,
to
so I
Disney
have a
World.
question. Wait, I have a question. Can I lead the question on this one?
Lead the question on this one. Never
Just-
heard it.
I
Go
just-
for it.
I just want one question. What was the best thing you ate at
Oh,
Disney World?
Okay, yeah, that was a good
Because like I
Jesus.
gotta know.
I didn't go out and eat any of the fancy foods.
It doesn't have to be fancy. Did
Yeah,
you eat anything in the
she's
park?
asking what was the best
Like,
thing you
in
ate.
the
Excuse
park,
me.
What did
Yeah.
you eat? What's the best thing?
So at Magic Kingdom there was like a. I'm trying to think of what it is. It was
Welcome
like,
to my
almost like a boathouse type place, and they had some really good fish and chips.
Oh,
Yummy,
really?
yummy.
Yeah.
Did you eat in Adventureland at all? Because when we went for our honeymoon, there was this place in Adventureland, and they had these like cheeseburger egg rolls, but then they served it with like that Asian spicy mustard.
Szechuan?
No, it was not Szechuan. It was like
Oh,
that
give me my
Asian-
fucking Szechuan sauce.
It was like Asian spicy mustard, and these little egg rolls were almost the best
See,
thing
I wish I
we
would
ate
have
in the
taken
whole.
way advantage of like the foods Disney has, but we just ate at, there was a
Whatever.
bunch of us, and there was kid. Yeah, we just ate at the cheap ass like.
Right.
Yeah,
"Oh,
that
I'm gonna
sounds
get
amazing.
Some Mickey Mouse nuggets and French fries for $19.
Eat these nuggets,
I have a great story
I just shot
about
him out.
food at Disney World, actually.
I've got IBS.
So we, oh my god,
Shit just got real.
literally.
Gorge.
So when we went for our honeymoon, we go to this burger place. It's our first night there. We've been on a flight all day. Our flight was like awful. It had a dog, a screaming toddler,
Nice.
and turbulence, and not all.
Welcome to my life.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with you. That sounds like the badass like wrestler.
I've got a
ever.
dog. Well, Owen doesn't really
Baby
scream.
dog turbulence is now coming out.
No, but it was
And I don't really have
terrible.
turbulence
It
in my
was
life, so that's
terrible
not me at
because
all. Never
it
mind.
was terrible because it was like not at once. It was like baby screaming, then dog barking,
Fuck
then
off.
turbulence, and it was just
Boom.
like
You're
so-
gonna feel
anyways-
sick.
Anyways, back to the whole main tangent.
Sounds like a
about
really
the
bad
terrible
like techno
food.
music.
All right. Sorry,
So
Sarah.
we go
go
to
ahead.
Walt Disney. We're there and we're getting like dinner because we're starving and we're tired and cranky. And we go to this burger place and I'm like, I want the falafel burger.
Where was this burger place at? In Animal-
Tomorrowland.
At Disney World?
Uh-huh.
Damn.
Tomorrowland.
Well,
was
how long ago was this?
like a year ago.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So
So
Yeah.
it's not
No, it should
closed.
still be
No,
there.
no, that's
no,
why-
we
that's- that's why I just checked.
We just skipped everything and ate.
I'll talk about the ET ride at Universal, and people be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Oh
I'm
no,
like,
this is
shit.
still there. So I got this falafel burger, but the guy is like, you know that's a vegetarian thing, right? And I'm like, yes. He's like, you know it's not a real burger, right? And I'm like, yes, I ordered the falafel burger.
I wonder
Falafel.
if they're required to say that though.
And he's like, okay, well, I just wanted to make sure you knew it wasn't vegetarian. So I got like 4 warnings about this damn burger
Yeah.
before I ever got it. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm a food blogger,
You
so
had to
of course
agree
I
the
know what
terms and
falafel
agreement
is.
before you sign your receipt.
No
Do you
shit.
accept the term? Fuck that! I can't eat this burger outside. Blow me.
It's vegetarian. It comes with no Szechuan sauce.
You're obsessed with.
It
Szechuan
turns
sauce.
out, though, that this burger was really terrible.
You know
Which
what?
is really what he
You know
should
what?
have told
Really,
me.
he was
Probably
just trying to
could've used some
warn
Szechuan
you.
sauce.
He was like trying to warn me without telling me because it really was not a good burger. Like
Yeah.
it was very like I don't know if any
Flanasty.
of you have had falafel,
No.
but like the
Well-
worst thing when you get falafel is if you get like dry like
Falafel.
yeah, it needs to be like moist. I hate that
Falafel.
word.
It needs to be moist falafel.
Yeah.
Well,
And
how about
it's
well
not just-
hydrated?
Yes. It needs
Oh,
to be
shut
a
the
well,
fuck up. It's
it
moist.
needs to be a well
Grass-fed
hydrated.
Hey, look,
falafel.
I have no problem saying. We just
Shut up.
That's not just part awful. That's full awful.
Yeah, it was full awful.
Yes.
It was
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da. Steve
Make a
fell
noise.
out of his chair.
I
Make a
didn't. I
Make a noise.
leaned on my chair.
Whoa!
No, make a noise.
I
on the board.
can't. It's not one of those boards, bud.
Oh, come
Well, we
on.
do have. Oh,
Wait.
you don't have the soundboard
No,
on.
no,
You didn't do
no.
the app.
We're spending too much time on that.
So,
Yeah.
really
So-
the best thing you ate was like some
Falafel.
chicken tenders. Did you have like popcorn?
No, the
Any
fish
of-
and chips.
Oh,
The fish and
chips.
Yeah.
I remember.
we
Oh, the
just
popcorn's
ate-
the shit there.
We just ate.
I love that popcorn
Well,
Air
Yeah,
high
dude.
five.
there. Damn right.
You would take popcorn anywhere.
I will.
So when we
I
went
will.
to
There's somebody at work had
Epcot.
bomb ass popcorn the other day.
Epcot has like the around the world
Yeah,
area.
yeah.
I had this. They had a we had a Belgian waffle with
We didn't get to your week.
ganache. That was pretty good. The waffle was really light.
Did you get
You
your
had some
drink?
falafel?
I didn't drink there. No, we just drank at the house. We ate a lot at the house. Most of the park stuff was just I'm gonna go.
So
into
when we went for our honeymoon, we literally spent a day in Epcot just eating.
Oh, I wish. That's what I wanted to do, but it was just it was a trip from Schutzville. Like Thailand
Yeah, I hate
had
that
like
place.
a red curry, a spicy red curry. I want to try it and eat it.
We went to like when we were in the Mexico Pavilion, we went to the like tequila. Like they have a place called La Cava del Tequila, and it's literally all you can get there is tequila.
And
we did
like legit, like
high-end
like
tequila,
top
like it's
shelf,
top shelf
like-
tequila.
and
It's
not just tequila, like other like really esoteric agave spirits that are like tequila's other cousins.
They're
Like
like, what?
mezcal.
They're like, what up? You don't
Yeah.
know about me, but you're about to, and you're gonna fucking love
and I'm
me.
like,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm that girl, and I'm like, I'll have the agave spirits flight because fuck tequila, I want sodal and mezcal, and the guy's like,
Are you sure you want that? Do you want to sign the thing?
He's like, I heard you had the falafel.
you're on the record as
Did
the
you
falafel.
not
Try it.
fucking listen to us?
You, the people of the park are getting to know your style, and we just want to make sure.
This tequila
You know what,
flight
though?
comes with no Szechuan sauce.
All you could say is like, fucking Facebook really does monitor everything.
Wait, what's the Alfredo sauce?
Classico. It comes with a
Tequila
little
brought
shot.
you by Classico.
There's a lot of advertisement in one ad. I'm getting worried.
And we're
You
not
know what's
getting
pissing
any
me
money
off
from
though
it.
is they're not fucking sponsored the
I know.
show, so we're giving all this free publicity. We're not going to even get a case of
actually
Classico,
getting
a
quite-
case of
I
fucking.
don't know, we're food bloggers.
Clace?
I could
wanna
probably
try that
figure
one
out how-
again?
Yeah, I'm talking about the dumb butler.
We're getting such negative.
I'm talking dumb butler over here.
I love how you tweet. I love how you like, hey, people listening to the show, not anymore.
We can't even freaking talk.
I think Matthew,
What?
I want to ask you about your week.
I want to know what your favorite because we've
Yeah.
been to Disneyland.
Yeah. All right. So
I've
I
never
went
been to
there.
Disney World.
I
You
think-
have, so good for you.
So the experience
never
I
been?
had because we went with the McGoverns and it was a
Yeah, we don't need names.
no.
I do.
Oh no, that was
Wait,
great.
were there a lot of kids, or was it like adults?
No, it was more adults. There's 3 kids. They're a little bit older, but it was. I felt like the trip was really rushed. We had a lot more fun at the house that we rented. However, the best ride there was the Expedition Everest.
What's that?
It's
The
their
one ride we didn't ride.
so it's like their version of the Matterhorn. It's an animal kingdom, and you go up to the top. There's Yetis, but the track's broken. And so I'm thinking this thing's going to lower, and we're going to go, and you just go backwards. You dart backwards.
Oh,
And
cool.
so the first half of the ride's backwards, and it was really fun.
Oh, that's cool.
Wait, so
that trips you out.
I gotta ask: did the Yetis fuck up the track?
Yeah, they did.
Fucking
And you
Yetis,
see
man.
the shadow, and you're like,
Fuck you, Eric.
Yeah,
Oh,
fuck
shit.
you, Eric.
Oh, he's a Sasquatch, not a
But then
Yeti.
they have another
Yeah.
really cool ride.
We
at
love you,
Epcot
Eric.
called Test Track,
What's that?
which was pretty.
Oh
quick.
yeah, I've
Is
heard
that
about
that
that
fucking
Right,
rocket
test
rods?
track?
No, we skipped test track.
We
'cause the
skipped
line
test
was long.
track because we decided that eating was way more important to
It was
us.
a huge line for sure, but you build your own car and you get to so me and Mom made like a giant truck that had flowers and butterflies on it. and it had zero efficiency. So
Yes.
you need to make something that's like
It's running on love.
you need to have. Yeah.
We're gonna win. So much love. No love.
Okay, go ahead.
So you need to make a car that's powerful, efficient, capable, like stuff like that. And so at the very end, you get.
It's a fucking RPG for.
But
cars.
you race people, and it takes you up to like 70 miles an hour. So it's
What?
the fastest ride there. Yeah. And then we also went on the Aerosmith Rock and Roller Coaster, which
Oh,
was
we
really
did
fun.
That was fun.
It was
Wait,
good
did you
dark.
go?
I've heard
Did you
about
do
that.
the grand tour in Mexico? In the pavilion, in the Mexico pavilion?
No.
She's crazy.
What? That has like the 3 caballeros.
So we're going
because of
back
that.
for New
Yeah,
Years.
that
We
was
have so we were originally supposed to go on a cruise to like out of Puerto Rico, obviously destroyed. So we had flights to Florida. So we didn't want to give them up, and so we went there. But we're going back for New Year's. So
Okay, so we have to talk because you need to do the wine walk, which is Germany.
Man, Disney
Italy,
World just got
France,
awesome.
yeah,
And you get 2 glasses of wine in each place.
really.
And it's
You're
so
going
much
back-
fun. It's
Yeah, see, we
super cool.
skipped.
And no, there's so much like great food in Epcot. Like you don't even
Oh, I
and
know.
drinks. But do not try the aquavit in Norway. It is foul.
What's
It is-
aquavit?
It's like this disgusting liqueur, but it's like licorice.
Yeah,
flavored.
it's like one of those like
Is
super.
that
anise
what Stubbs
flavored-
made us tonight?
No,
Yeah,
God,
it's-
no, that doesn't live in our house.
I'm just kidding, man.
8 parts aquavit.
But anyways, yeah. So it's kind of like a waste. But
Wait, you're going back for New Year's?
That was our original trip.
Oh shit, things changed. What?
That was where
But you gotta find these egg rolls too, because man,
I'll eat
we're the
egg
Geeks
rolls.
Who
This is
Eat.
fucking
So I'm
news to
like,
me. This is family shit I'm talking about.
I'm
right
like,
now. This is
oh,
news
this
to
is
me.
where you need to
Fucking
eat.
New
Like,
Year's.
Fucking
make
don't bring 'em over
reservations for Be Our
Thanksgiving.
Guest and go at dinner time. Don't go at lunch. Go
Yeah.
at dinner time. The food is actually really good, and like if you can sit in the ballroom,
Yeah.
it's
Where's that
beautiful.
at?
It's in Fantasyland and Magic Kingdom.
Okay. See, the Fantasyland there is much different. It's much bigger.
Yes, it's
And
very different.
And the main street at Disneyland is much longer than the main street
Correct.
in Magic
Yes,
Kingdom.
yes.
What?
No, it is.
Did you text
Or
Mom?
you're laughing at something
No.
else.
Oh. No, but
I texted Megan and I was like, "You hear this?" She said, "Yeah, New Year's," and I was like, "Yup." She wrote back with a gift from fucking Mean Girls. It's like, "Boo, you whore."
Dude, I honestly don't even want to go.
Or do you
because
beat
I had
cancer?
some
You went
crappy
back to the
time.
carpet
Fucking
store.
sub me in,
Boo.
dude.
I go because I get us cheaper tickets. That's the only reason.
Wait, do you go
I get a
because
slap
like
of
are you going with kids again or no?
No, this time it's just going to be my mom and
Oh.
our littlest brother.
Oh no, so you're
What?
gonna have a blast.
This is double. Okay,
I
this
get a-
ain't. We're
but I
not
was
talking
my
about
baby,
this shit
so I
on
get a
air. I'm
cheap
over this
ticket.
It's-
You wanna
conversation.
You're
crash
gonna have
this?
way better time. Go eat good food and be
pissed.
happy.
Oh, we
seriously,
we're staying in the
go to-
frontier cabins.
Go to Trader Sam's at the Polynesian Hotel.
Yes.
It's such a fun bar.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Fucking pissed.
oh my
Yeah.
god,
Which one?
it's a tiki bar.
Fuck that.
It's
Oh, yeah,
Trader
yeah, yeah.
Sam's.
Yep.
So go there, do that. I don't know. Is your mom a girly girl?
Order a drink there called the Nautilus.
Yes, the
Sure,
Nautilus.
drink it.
is
Our
amazing.
moms are
The
moms.
reason I
let me
say
get
a
the
girly girl
Nautilus.
is because like there's a place at the.
She doesn't drink it all. She'll like.
No, that's
She
not
like.
what I'm saying.
Oh, let me get like 6 bottles of wine. I'm gonna drink them all. And, oh, why are there?
No, I
6
was saying
bottles
take
left,
your
Mom?
take your mom to the Grand Floridian and do the tea.
Oh wait, are you
do
guys
the
Irish?
afternoon tea
Yeah, we're
because
right.
it's really fun.
Oh, I
You
was
guys
about to
don't
say.
know all
I
the
was
stuff
about to
that I-
say.
we went there, we
like,
didn't even know
mom,
anything
my mom
about
would be
it.
like,
Just got it.
Like
mom's
seriously,
having
like the afternoon tea
a
was
small-
a blast.
we'll
we
finish-
did that.
we'll
we had
finish
tea,
6
we had
bottles.
champagne.
less
we
than
like
a day.
we were very, and then we went to Trader Sam's and got lit. Oh, and then we went to Jock Lindsay's and had more drinks.
See, we didn't even go on Space Mountain. We didn't go on Pirates of the Caribbean. Just but the lines were like 3 hours long.
Trick for Pirates of the Caribbean.
are the lines long?
Wait, hold on. I have a trick for you. With
Sorry.
Pirates of the Caribbean, if you do the little scavenger hunt, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
actually a lot of fun,
I
they
saw
give you
people
a
doing it.
fast pass.
Really?
Oh, cool.
See, their new Fast Pass sucks because people get all these Fast Passes 60 days in advance.
Yes, but you can only get 3
Fuck
at a
that,
time.
Disney.
Right, but like there's so many people going to Disney World,
Yeah,
especially
I
because
was-
Orlando
the
is like
day-
the 3rd biggest international airport.
The
in the
day
Yeah.
that
It's just-
our for our honeymoon, the 60 days out, that when it opened up, I was up at 3 a.m. getting
Really?
fast passes, and as I was trying to select, things were filling up. They're like, "Oh nope, sorry, no more." And I'm like, "This is like 3 a.m." and I'm like,
One day we were looking at Fast Passes, and every Fast Pass in every park was non-existent. Wow. So we were just like,
The thing that I love Disney. I love Disney. You know, I love Disneyland. Never been to Disney World. Huh.
I'm getting you there. Getting you there.
Thanks, bub.
Read that last
And all that shit, but it's hilarious because it's such a fucking chore, but it's like awesome. Like I don't care, you know. You're there, and it's like I don't give a fuck that I'm waiting in this line for 45 minutes.
You're not doing it right then because you need to do what I do because Disneyland's not a chore when I go. You hit rides at 2 times. You get as much as you can do before 11 a.m.
Yeah, you gotta go in early.
And then you do everything after 7 p.m.
Yeah, or during the fireworks show because people are watching the fireworks.
That's the after 7 p.m.
Got
during
to ride
fireworks,
a couple of rides during
you can ride.
Typically, what my like for Disneyland, my method is I go to Space Mountain. On the way, I pick up a fast pass for Star Tours. I go on Space Mountain when it's low, or I do it the opposite. I go on Space Tour or Star Tours and then pick up a fast pass for Space Mountain, whichever one has a shorter line at that point. So grab that, go.
Boom.
So by the time I finish that, because it's still early in the day, my fast pass for whichever ride I chose is probably up already. And then I go to that ride. Then I go to Indiana Jones, grab a fast pass for that. And then I go hit Pirates and Haunted Mansion while it's still early, because Pirates is always crowded midday, but during the morning and the night, it's not.
Yeah, that ride's never really super long.
No.
You know what?
It is if you right now it is because of the 50th anniversary. They just refurbished the whole ride. The wait is like when
Wait
we
a
were
minute.
we were
So
there
they
in April and the line was 2 hours long
Wait a
for
minute.
Pirates, and that ride has always both
Disney
of them.
World or Disneyland?
Land, because we were in Land in April.
See, Land's easier to get. The World, the rides are like always minimum, like at least 150 minutes.
We walked around a lot in Magic Kingdom. I feel like we didn't at Disney World. We didn't do a lot of rides there.
I liked Disneyland way better than Magic Kingdom.
Agreed, 100%. When we walked around Magic Kingdom, I was like, Disneyland's version is better. I don't need to ride this. I don't need to like. I'm just like, let's go do the scavenger hunt. I'm bored.
See, that's the shitty part. So going back and forth between both those parks and also like the Universal Studios, like Disneyland is a lot. I like it because your rides, like you said,
it's also
like,
built first.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and not only that, it's like they added more stuff to it. It's like, and then World was just trying to catch up to it. Universal, though, on the other hand, like I love Florida Universal though. Universal in Florida is like 10 times better than California because literally you go on that tram ride and you're supposed to hit like Jaws, King Kong, and Earthquake. Yeah,
you know Jaws is no more.
No, Jaws at that time when I went wasn't even working. King Kong wasn't working. All we got was Earthquake, and that was at the beginning of the ride.
Really?
So you hit Earthquake, and then there's nothing. And you're like, okay. And then in Florida, I was like, Jaws is separate.
Also,
King Kong is separate. You know, all that kind of stuff. So I felt like Florida was like 10 times better for Universal stuff than California was.
Is it just me, though, or is Indiana Jones at Disneyland always closed?
It closes a lot, and you know why?
I don't know.
You know why? I can tell you why from like my experience of being like I used to blog for a Disney fan site and
Every
all that.
freaking time.
I've never been.
They don't, because it's such a load-bearing ride. It doesn't ever get the downtime refurbishment it needs. Like it hasn't had a extended refurbishment since it opened.
Yeah.
Most rides close for like 2 or 3 months to get a refurbishment. Indy never closes. Like Indy's closed for maybe like a week here so they can fix something, or like 2 weeks there, but it never gets the attention it needs, so it breaks down a lot more. And because every car is designed to give you a different experience, like there's so much more mechanic and computer error that can go wrong in that ride than it does.
I didn't even know that each car
I fucking
gives you
love
different
that ride.
experience.
I love that ride so
is,
much.
That ride is so cute. The first time Matthew ever went on it, he was so like, he had like the face of like a 5-year-old. He was just like,
dude. Yeah,
the whole time, like big smile.
it's
The
great.
whole
It was
time,
the
like,
first time I'd been
over.
back to the park since I was like 5.
Nice.
Oh,
My
Nice.
favorite ride is Pirates.
So it was epic.
Haunted Mansion, man, is my
Yeah,
favorite.
I love Haunted
So the
Mansion.
Haunted
Sarah's
Mansion at
walking
Disney
off with
World
Stubbs
is
and she's
different
all
than the
like,
Haunted Mansion.
How
Right,
so?
All right, short round, settle
So
down.
the house in Disney World
got-
is like the movie Haunted Mansion. It's a big like mansion made out of stone. Versus
got
the
a-
one at Disneyland is the square.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
It's also got
when
a
they did the
different
Haunted
section on the
Mansion movie-
inside. There's like a section with all these MC
stairs.
Escher stairs that are going
Yeah.
upside down and sideways.
So the Haunted
different.
Mansion movie with Eddie Murphy, which I actually...
It's a great
am
movie.
Thank you!
Yeah, I love it.
Holy
And it's funny,
crap.
too. Him and
Never
his
seen
wife
it.
as real
I've
estate.
never seen
real
It's
estate.
a
It's
great
funny.
movie because it pays so much tribute to the backstory of the Haunted Mansion, and there's so many like references to Haunted Mansion that it actually is a good movie.
And it has the greenhouse, which is at Disney World on
Yes,
the outside of
they
the
based
mansion.
the look of the movie on the Haunted Mansion from Disney World versus Disneyland, which I do think was a mistake, but I forgive it because it's a funny movie. It's a really enjoyable movie. Do I wish they made it like a serious kind of like kids-friendly horror movie? Yes, of course. I didn't really need comedy, but it was still a really good movie.
Okay.
Now, was Eddie Murphy everybody in the movie?
No.
Damn, I'm not seeing it.
But yeah,
This
so
is
this
not
ride,
like Disney's Norbert.
it's the beginning is a little bit longer. Like Stubbs was saying, there's a bunch of staircases that are upside down and such,
And you see little digital footprints like
before you actually get like into the mansion that you would know as Disneyland.
Okay.
So I have a question for everybody. I've only seen the Haunted Mansion like during the off season of Halloween.
So
Right,
when
Nightmare
when it's
Before
Christmas.
Nightmare Before
So I've
Christmas.
not seen it when it's Nightmare Before Christmas. Has everybody else seen it?
Yeah, I've
Like,
seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
I like it better when it's not Nightmare
I
Before
agree.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm on board, George. I love Nightmare Before Christmas, but I don't think it's necessary.
Because I was about to say, I'm
I
like, I'm a
agree with that.
huge
It doesn't
feel like a
fan of
Haunted
that.
Mansion.
Like I love Nightmare Before Christmas, and it's fun to see it once
Yeah.
because like the gingerbread house in the room where they're playing the piano and
Yeah.
stuff. It's a real gingerbread house. They make a new one every year, and
Oh,
it's
cool.
real gingerbread.
Cool.
So if you go through, you can actually smell gingerbread, especially
I
early.
fucking love gingerbread. too.
Especially early on, but like at the same time, it's a little bit kind of cheeseball. Like it's fun to see once, but like after that, you're just like, God, can they just bring back the regular like Haunted
Oh,
Mansion?
I don't
Like,
know, because I've always experienced, and don't get me wrong, I love haunted shit, all that kind of stuff, and like I love the Haunted Mansion, but I'm like, I've never seen it during that time, and I'm like, I love Nightmare Before Christmas.
Well, obviously, go and see it. Go and
Yeah,
experience
it's
it.
really
Like, for sure.
cool.
And when
But
you go there, you're going to love it. But
But it's not going to be your favorite version of
we
the
don't
ride.
fucking
You will
need it
probably be
year after
like-
year.
Me and my
Oh, I thought-
girlfriend
man,
play
so you went,
Haunted
like,
Mansion
year after
Life
year with
Nice.
all the
Nightmare Before
time.
Christmas.
And it's
Oh my
cool
gosh.
because instead of babies, you're picking up hitchhiking ghosts. Yeah, it's fun.
So much better.
No, I'll
you have your
definitely check it
little
out.
doom buggies.
Well, that's the other thing I'm curious about with people who, if they've ever been to Universal, like, has
I've
anybody?
never been.
So
I've
you've
never
never
been.
been. So
I've
you
never
will
been to
never
I've
get
never
to.
been either.
You guys will never get to experience the Back to the Future ride.
Yep. Nope.
Because now the Back to the Future ride is the Simpsons ride, which I haven't been on yet, which I want to be on. But it's all like, the Back to the Future ride is like a fucking great ride kind of thing. And that was like, there was one time I went to Universal and there was it was Terminator 2 in 3D. And then after that, I think it was like a Shrek thing. I think it's the Walking Dead experience now. I'm not sure. But before all that hit, it was a Ghostbuster one. Only saw it once. Was fan-fucking-tastic.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Like, they go behind, like, this blockade thing, but it's like a live-action show, but it's like the ghosts are like these animatronic, like, puppets, but they look like how the ghosts look in the movie and stuff like that. And then at the end, it's like Stay Puft shows up, and then when they blast them, it's like that live-action thing, so a bunch of just smoke just hits
Oh,
you.
cool.
Oh, it was amazing, but it was like something that I'm like, I've always wanted to see again.
Yeah.
And it's like next time we gone, it's just like
It wasn't
the Terminator one. And
Yeah.
you're like,
You too.
okay.
YouTube has a lot of the old rides.
Yeah, dude, watch it again,
Yeah,
dude.
you can watch it on that, but oh no, you have to
Watch it, dude.
No,
You'll get
I'm
like a half chub. You'll be like, oh fuck,
Oh,
dude.
dude, I'll get always,
you know,
oh,
you know.
Dude,
what it
no, I'll
is.
get always a chub. No, they have like a replica.
No,
Oh,
I'll get a
no.
full chub.
Oh, a full fucking chub. No, dude, I was on the spirit store today looking for like something.
Okay.
And they have a replica of like the proton pack that lights up and shit. And I was just all like, oh,
How much was
shit.
it? Like 50?
Who you gonna call?
How much was it? 50
oh,
or
it was
60?
69.
Yeah.
69. And I'm so like, oh, dude, have you seen the actual replicas of those? Let's go for like $1,000 fucking bucks. But I was just all like, who you gonna call? Steve Sponer.
Yeah, he's like, what's up, dude?
Yeah, well, hey, I haven't seen it in a while.
Oh,
I'm like,
no
dude,
shit, man. We fighting
no,
ghosts?
No, he just comes up and is like, Ghostbusters? I'm like, Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
We know each other. We
Miss
fist
you, bro.
bump. It's weird.
He's spitting out that
We
ghost slime.
actually had a very like exciting story with Spirit Halloween.
Oh, yeah?
Because we were chasing down the Hocus Pocus like
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
And it literally had not been in the stores. And then I asked the Facebook, whoever's controlling their Facebook, and they're like, oh, go to this location. The one near your house has the dish towels you're looking for. Because we're trying to write a blog, which will be out next week.
Nice.
On the, products. And so I'm, looking for these stupid dish towels for God knows how long. Like a month.
No, even before, because you mentioned it before
Thank
Halloween
you.
even
Exactly.
hit.
They opened their stores the first week of September. They did
Right.
not get most of their Hocus Pocus stuff until like the first week of October, despite the fact that they were advertising it all over Facebook.
Yeah,
So,
when I went there, they had all the like fucking section and shit. It was like,
they had like a section, but it wasn't full for the longest time.
Oh.
So I go into this one that the Facebook people tell me
Which
has
one you go
them,
to?
and I'm so excited. It was the one on Raintree. And I'm like so excited. I get
I used to
there
work
and
out
I'm
there,
like, so like the dish towels, like, do you guys not have them unpacked or something? I called I talked to the hotline on Facebook and they told me you have them. And the girl who was running the register at the time, I think she was like the like sort of store manager. She's like, oh, my district manager just bought them. And I lost my mind.
Yeah,
like
you're
I
like-
was
yeah.
like,
You're like,
I was
what?
Like, no, I was like, are you kidding me? Like your employee bought something before customers had the opportunity.
oh
to?
shit! I mean, when you got the chance,
Oh no!
when you got
no.
the chance, I mean,
Sarah-
damn, right?
Sarah's on the
Wait.
phone like, what kind of hocus pocus is this shit?
Yeah,
right?
Wait,
shit.
no, this
Hocus
was in
pocus.
person, so I was
You can catch
literally-
that shit on eBay for double that
I
price,
was-
girl.
I was
Mic
pissed.
drop.
So I get on Facebook because
Yeah.
I'm that girl.
Okay.
And I get on the messenger with their person and I'm like, so your store just sold it to their district freaking manager.
Boom.
I am pissed. That is terrible. I go on this tangent for
Nice.
like 20, pages worth of like tangent.
20 pages.
No, it wasn't really. But
I was
so
about to say,
so the
shit,
like
I got some
person who's
history
like
20
papers coming
pages
up.
turns to
so the
3.
person on like the messenger is like,
Yeah.
well, I just called the store and the girl said she didn't tell you that. I'm like, A, okay, she's lying obviously, but B, why would I lie about that? Like,
Yeah.
what do I'm not asking for a free product. I'm literally asking you to buy something.
We're up
Like,
to 8 pages.
Why
now.
do I like have to lie about that?
Yes,
And she's
eight
like,
and
well,
a
I
half.
just talked to the district manager and she said she didn't buy them. I'm like, of course she did. Like, she doesn't want to get fired for like buying merchandise before customers get access. Like, durr. And so it ended up being like this total thing. And then they called another store and like basically made the other store pull the towels for me so I
Nice.
could have them and then they're like, can you pick them up tonight? And I'm like, no, I'm on my way to Chandler. Which is the opposite direction. They're like, we'll allow you to pick them up tomorrow. I'm like, damn.
You'll
right,
allow me?
I'm like,
You'll allow
damn
me?
right, you'll
We'll
allow
allow
me.
you?
Love me?
So,
Oh,
end
fuck
of
that.
story.
That's
I
like
got
10
the
more
damn
pages.
towels.
You got
Yeah.
the towels.
I got the damn towels.
They got a negative fucking review.
They didn't get a negative review. I
What?
wasn't
That's a negative review on this show.
Oh, you
We
get
al-
negative?
Are you kidding me? We allow you to pick them up tomorrow. Damn right, you'll allow me to fucking pick them up tomorrow. You're gonna hold them until fucking 3 o'clock because I'm gonna show up late because I don't give a fuck about that shit. I'm gonna make you sweat on that.
I don't know who this Matthew is, but I like him.
No,
I know,
the
right?
Matthew would wake up early and be like, "Okay, I'll be there when it opens." Like,
We were. We totes were.
I would do that shit. Like, I'll be there when it opens, and then we can just wash our hands of this shit.
Matthew, you and I are friends because we both talk shit and we don't follow through.
All right. Well, I feel like we kind of need a refresher in the drink sections. Maybe use the facilities.
Oh, definitely.
So we're going to take a short little break, play some tunes for you guys, and then when we come back, I want to tune in with Sarah and Matt because you guys say you have a lot of stuff queued up for your guys' Geeks Who Eat. So if you would like to share a little bit about that, we would be very glad and appreciative to hear that.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely. Okay.
Of course, this musical break is brought to you by RevengeLover.com. Go to Revenge Lover and mention you heard it on the 4i Radio Network and get 10% off of your first purchase.
Yeah, and jump on Kickstarter. So Raven's doing
Yes.
a Kickstarter for the victims, not the victims, but the people that have suffered in the fires in California. And so she's got this enamel pin that she's doing, one of a kind. It's really cool. So
I believe
we're not allowed. Technically, Kickstarter doesn't work that way, but if you purchase the stuff, it's going to benefit the people that have been affected.
Yeah.
So
You're gonna get a cool item, and all the proceeds are going towards this cause, I believe.
for sure. So jump on Kickstarter and type in Revenge Lover and check it out. And
Yeah, check it out
support our
there.
girl because we love her.
Check it out there. If you can't find it there, go ahead and check out also our Socially Awkward Facebook page. There is a link there as well.
Okay. We'll be back.
Don't you know the kind of man I am? Oh, said I never fall
Ain't got no money, no fancy car, ain't got no high today and you gave me games. Love figures. I know I'm crying, cause you just won't change. Love figures. I gave it all and you gave me shit. Love figures. I wish I could do exactly what you did. I wish I could hurt you back. Love, what would you do if you couldn't get me back? You're the one who's gonna lose something so special, something so real. Tell me, boy, how in the fuck would you feel if you couldn't get me back? That's what I wish that I could do to you. You. To you. Figures. I'm the bad guy cause I can't learn to trust. Love figures. You say sorry once and you think it's enough. I got a lineup of girls and a lineup of guys begging for me just to give them a try. Figures. I'm willing to stay cause I'm sick for your love. Wish I could hurt you back. Love, what would you do if you couldn't get me back? You're the one who's gonna lose something so special, something so real. Tell me, boy, how in the fuck would you feel if you couldn't get me back? That's what I wish that I could do to you. You. To you. You.
no revealing. It just takes 1 minute. It stones you with visions. We're living out the back of the
Boom, boom,
Shitty
boom.
part is, if I had the fucking money, I could literally hit a lot of these shows.
Well, dude, there's like, okay. So we've just been talking a little music off air.
Wait, we never talk music on this show.
I know. And it usually happens when we come back from fucking break. It's because I play killer tracks and it's like, oh shit. We start talking about it.
No, Matthew, what I
Just
learned
going.
is music is your roundhouse. I was literally thinking about this today.
Roundhouse.
Oh, your roundhouse. That's like your fucking, yeah, that's your fucking like someone's all like, oh, I know this. And you're just all like, drop your dick on the table and they're like, oh shit, this guy knows more about records than I do. I need to slink away.
Ooh, I'm gonna just
Back
back
into
off.
the shower. You know.
The shower?
Yeah, well, you're going to rape him later. You have a big dick. You threw down. Look,
This scenario is happening all in a communal shower.
it's a prison. Anyway.
I'm in prison now.
Well,
What did I do?
I don't know. Trump runs the country. It's not what I say. It's what he does. So.
It has nothing to do with me being in prison. No, we were talking a little bit of music,
A little
and
bit of music.
Necromantics are coming through town at the world famous Nile Theater.
Nile Theater,
Fucking
yes.
love the Nile.
Shout out to the Nile. So
Oh,
I know Steve and I are very fond of the Nile. Was the Nile in? Did you guys go to the Nile a lot?
Not a lot, but I probably saw
Sarah's never been,
one. It's easily like a top 5 concert at the Nile.
You've only been there one other time?
Yeah, I've been there twice before. I've seen a couple of metal shows there.
So what was the show that's high on your list?
Was Typo Negative in like
Upstairs?
Upstairs.
In the main room?
Yeah, and like so much bass because the Nile is just like basically a brick box
For sure.
and the bass just goes like out of control.
Yeah.
It reverberates. So just like, and all their music is like very heavy in the bass range.
Right.
So like that experience was pretty intense.
Would you say it's all about the bass?
About that bass? No trouble?
No trouble?
There was an appropriate
Friend of the
ratio
show,
of
Megan
treble.
Trainor. Why not? Friend of the show.
Yeah,
We have a lot of
It
friends.
was just like the
we keep
perfect
on
time
getting
in my
friends.
life to see that kind of show. Like I was just really into it.
shit.
The Nile is beautiful. The Nile is great.
The Nile is.
It's a little gritty. It's real.
The Nile was.
like
How about we say the Nile was beautiful. The Nile was great. So the Nile, when me and Steve were in high school, we would have all these bands that came through, and they would play the Nile
It
because
was literally like Friday nights.
that's what would happen. And you could go see a show, kick-ass show for $5, like $5.
Oh yeah, $5.
You're just like, okay. And we're in high school, we're underage, whatever. You go there and get some fucking water. You go and buy merch and all that shit. And they have the upstairs room when they would do the bigger shows, but then they have the basement. You'd have the bands that you were into that weren't so big, and they come through the basement, and you just be in this fucking sweaty sauna.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I don't fucking care. And you're like right there, and you're just like, you jump on stage and sing with them like it was nothing, no
nuts.
security guards and shit like that. It was just like whatever. And then the Nile closed, and it turned into a LDS bookstore. And it was like,
What the fuck?
what happened? Like, it was like ripped from us.
Yeah,
Which
it's
is
like-
makes me wonder if like our generation, like everybody in that kind of time period, in like for a certain couple of years, was like that was their main source. That was their kind of like life force.
I mean, that was where I went and saw shows. I saw shows at other places, but the Nile was
Nile was the Nile.
The first shows I started going to were at the Nile.
Oh yeah.
And then it came back around, so the Nile's back.
Nile
and
is
I
back.
hear
it feels good, right?
Oh,
You're
it
like,
feels so good.
It's weird though because it's back in stages. Because the last time I was at the Nile was when I saw Less Than Jake with Matt and Jen from Blue Ribbon Army.
Friends of the
Shout
show.
out friends of the show. They're awesome. So yeah, I went to Less Than Jake with them, and that was the last time. But they didn't have their liquor stuff yet.
That's what I was just going to
that's
bring
what I was
up.
curious.
So
that's why I had to hit that point.
I hear they now have a liquor license and they sell beer and alcohol. They have a bar there. So
They have a bar. So
I'm
I'm very
doing
curious.
a whole lot of drinking that night just because it's
No.
Halloween,
and that's great.
And like,
No, I
Just-
understand that. It's plus it's on a
I'll have
Tuesday.
a beer.
Just let us know if it is true, because I haven't been there since I've heard the news.
When I
Yeah.
saw Necromantics were playing on Halloween,
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I gotta fucking go to that. Like,
Which I'm very
For sure.
curious if I'm going to wander into that shit.
it's
'cause-
not an expensive show. I want to.
No, I'm not saying that because
the tickets were like $20 a piece
Yeah.
or something. It was like
Pretty-
affordable for
pretty
a
reasonable.
show on Halloween.
Yeah, for
especially.
sure.
No, the reason why I say that because it's like there's the I think it's like it was like Dressed Like Morty on October 31st for like on Arizona Mill or whatnot.
Oh, Mill Avenue.
And I was curious about going there, and I was all like, but now I'm just like,
It's gonna
fuck
be a
it.
bunch of college kids, like.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. I'm not going to go as Morty.
I don't like
But there's
Mill.
still gonna be all those
You're gonna go
college
as
kids.
Rick?
Like, even if you don't
Oh,
dress
yeah.
up,
Oh, yeah.
it's gonna be like that experience that's just like horrible because it's gonna
I'm
be a
gonna
bunch
be a
of like
It's Mill Avenue.
exactly.
I know.
I do not like Mill Avenue.
Not anymore.
Do you know that
There was
the
a point in time.
There was a point.
Do you know
There was a
though
point in
that
time
the-
when I was down with
Do
it,
you
but
know
I'm
that
not.
the graffiti underground is still there?
Is it really?
Yes, and I went.
Really?
In, I went in, and Lawrence remembered me.
Whoa! Oh, nice. Good for
Shit.
you.
He was like, "Oh my gosh, you're here!" I was like, "Wow, it's been a long time." He's like, "Yeah, you're probably like 18." I'm like, "Yeah."
You're like, okay, I'm gonna leave. That's kind of weird.
So, but he's still there.
No, that's
still
awesome.
Selling the same stuff. Like, it was crazy.
You did it, not me.
Matthew,
It is what it is. Graffiti underground. Wow.
fuck.
Yeah,
So
but Trails isn't there anymore.
Trails.
it's not.
Trails is not on
Oh,
Bill
yeah.
anymore.
No, it's like a fucking.
shit.
I feel like it's like a real estate
Yeah,
company or
Okay,
some
it's
bullshit.
so
like
what?
ridiculous.
What is left? What is left on
that
Mill?
we would
Mill
remember from being
people.
a kid, or from
Yeah.
being like a teenager, 18-year-old wandering Mill for the
Because
first
I know
time?
Buffalo is
Shit.
Buffalo Exchange still there.
Yes.
Buffalo Exchange
Okay.
is still
Zia
there.
is not
What was?
there.
Wait, what?
East Side Records is not there.
Was
Zia's
that the
gone.
one right next to?
Zia's gone.
Okay, so Zia's gone. But what was the? There was a record store right next to Buffalo Exchange.
Yeah, East Side Records.
That was East Side. That's gone.
So East Side is in a spot over by the Yucca Tap Room, which is like the ghost of East Side, and it's actually 3 different shops basically combined together. So, but it's the ghost of East Side Records.
But basically, like Fat Tuesdays is still there, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Graffiti Underground, and that's about it.
Rulabula.
oh yeah,
Rula
Rula
Bula.
Bula. But they're ridiculously overpriced. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I used to hit Rulabula up.
No, I did too.
I stole
like that
I stole a couple glasses from Rulabula. I was like, I'm all about this. I'm
Do
gonna
you
take
remember
these.
when there was that like all ages club on Mill? Like next
Oh,
to,
upstairs.
next to, like,
It was
Raw?
where next
It's
to
like
Raw.
it was like next to where Raw is, and like there used to be a
Yeah,
Fascination.
I know where Raw is.
It
Yeah,
was
the
that tall
yes,
building.
I know.
So
the
that's
Fascination.
on the east
It's
side
on
of
the
the
side
street.
of the street with Rula Bula.
I have
Yeah,
an
it's on
awkward,
the
I have an
east side of the
awkward
street.
Fascination
I remember
story.
the fucking Sherry Lounge, which was
It
upstairs.
was like a 2-story. Yes.
So right now it's like Fuzzy's Tacos or something, and it's the place above
Oh,
Fuzzy's.
no, Fuzzy's was on the corner.
Yeah, I'm.
No. This is like in the middle of the street. Like
Was it like Zuma or some
it
bullshit?
was
Like
some weird ass name, and it didn't last very long. But it like it
I
had,
didn't
like,
remember
the
being
metal strips
18.
on the
Grand
end.
Central
It was all
Station.
ages.
It was all ages. What the fuck does that mean? Yo, what up? I'm 7, about to get it lit up in here. Like, all ages.
Yeah,
What?
let's
just
drop that beat.
indicates that, like,
The
18
cow in
plus.
the barn goes moo.
This my jam.
This my jam.
What is this shit? Actually, this is my jam too. This shit's good. Like,
Yeah.
The cow does go moo. I
No,
remember that.
you know what would fucking blow your mind? You're in the club and some 7-year-olds
Well, I'm
like,
going through that shit right now.
this
Like,
is what I got. And you're like, what? He's like, the stand out. And you're like, oh, shit.
Wait, did you
Got
go to
real.
Target and buy a shirt?
No,
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 yeah.
wow, we bought.
he got me a
I got
fucking
him-
Powerline World Tour T-shirt from my birthday.
From Target? The
No.
Target?
No, I got
No.
it from Busted Tees. No,
But
sponsor of the show.
You did send a photo. Did you send it? Somebody sent a photo at Target, and they were like, "Check this shit
That
out."
was me.
Yes.
Was it you?
Yep.
Shit.
Oh,
I
and
bought the
also
shirt there.
that's the thing. You sent one, and then Raven sent
Raven
one
sent one,
talking
too.
about. It was a different store though. It wasn't Target. I'm trying to remember.
No,
Oh,
it's
Hot Topic.
No, it's Target
No,
because
Raven, no, Ravens was Hot Topic, and
I'll fucking
yours
fight
was
you on
Target.
that. I'll fight you.
Really? We're gonna fight my memory against your memory? I want to
no-
go down that
nobody-
road
nobody's
on
gonna-
those tires.
You're both going to lose that one.
Nobody's gonna win. I'm gonna be like,
I'm gonna lose. Oh no, my fucking memory is nuts.
Well,
I remember when I saw my parents have sex for the first time, and I
Wow.
wasn't even that old.
and it was at that moment his memory started to.
I was like, at that moment, I realized
That was the last memory that you had.
Ghostbusters.
buddy. All right.
No, but I know you did send us the one from Target. I know
did.
that for a fact. But I know Raven sent us another one from Hot Topic, I believe. Raven's probably going to listen to this on Monday, and she'd be like, Steve is fucking wrong, and then I would have to I have to sacrifice myself to the goat gods that apparently I worship. I don't know. My life is very weird these days. But
Greatest of all time, Powerline.
then I will come
Powerline, greatest of all time.
But yeah.
Yep.
The GOAT, baby.
The goat, baby!
I do love me some fucking Powerline. God damn, we don't need to go
we're
down
not gonna get into
that.
No, I gave
funnel.
him. I basically gave him a Goofy movie
Care
birthday.
package.
Yeah, it was a care package. Well, the reason why I did it because I gave him the CD,
Boom.
just because he can finally have the original version of Stand Out.
Damn
Because
right.
apparently they're like, no, you can't have this anywhere else. Fuck you. Haha, I'm Mickey. Then then I gave him the movie because my assumption was like, look, you love this movie, you're gonna
I
watch
love
this
it.
movie, but Owen's gonna get to a certain age.
He's probably gonna hate it, but
Oh no. This is the thing though.
He's gonna love
This
it.
is the thing though, because when you saw the movie, you saw yourself as Max. You were like, "Oh, I'm in that age group. Oh, my dad's like a
excuse
goof."
me, I saw myself as Roxanne.
Different developments, but we'll talk about this off air.
No, yeah, for sure. Just love the movie.
But now I feel like you're gonna be Goofy, and Owen's gonna be Max.
Well, I mean, I guess that would be just
Oh,
natural.
you're gonna have like
You
a
see?
you're gonna have like a high dad soup moment.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
see,
right,
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's
right.
what. That's why I
That's
did it.
Be
That's
like,
why I did it.
be like,
See, I can create other.
Dad, you want some
people's-
soup? Better be fucking Campbell's alphabet soup. That's the only shit I eat.
Dad, they discontinued that.
Alphabet noodles noodles and fucking broth. That's my jam.
It's like
Megan's gonna
it's
go to the
apple
cabinet
broth.
and be like, what? Why do we have 37 cans of alphabet soup?
I'm stocking up. This shit doesn't expire.
Look, I'm fine that he got a Costco card, but come on.
Yeah. Well, hey, this is my
I know.
realm. Back up.
No,
I claim this space. You can throw some chips in there. I don't care.
First off, I love your space. I love
Whose?
I love that aspect.
Who?
Yours. All that. So, but that's why I passed it on to you. I was like, here, share it with your Simba.
They have copies of the DVD of a Goofy movie at Zia, like new. I was like, what?
I'm waiting for that fucking Blu-ray to drop.
Me
Like, what the
too.
fuck? What the
I'm
fuck?
telling you, Matthew and I, look, I don't even want any
Yeah,
money
'cause,
from
like,
Disney.
The DVD transfer is rough.
Dude.
It is really rough.
It's rough.
It's gotta happen soon because Target's getting a fucking Powerline T-shirt in there. Like, you know what I mean? Like something's
You
happening.
know what's really weird about this, though? Like, and I'm not saying it's us.
It's not us.
I
Don't
know
go.
it's not us. Well, we've been talking about this shit for a long
We
time.
just fucking love the movie, and now other people are like, "Yeah, we
Wait,
remember
when
the
did
movie."
Wait, when did the movie come out?
Like 96
You're
or
asking
something.
us? You, of all people, are fucking asking us when the movie came out.
Came
I
out.
am thoroughly shocked right now.
No.
I'm absolutely shocked.
Matthew, that was a test. You know what? It was 95.
Damn right. You better fucking throw a test on there because I was about to be like, what the hell is happening?
Sarah's down there and she's like, how the fuck does he know this
Like, don't
shit?
play those games,
You know why?
motherfucker.
You
Don't
know
play
why,
those
guys?
games.
You know why, guys? Because I like to stand out. Anyways,
Don't play those games,
No, we're
man.
not
You
playing
got
those games.
you always nail that shit on lock. It's crazy.
22
No, but that-
years
okay.
ago.
that's what I
Holy
was.
crap.
22
They're,
years.
I guarantee
Yep.
it, they're probably waiting for a 25th or a 30th anniversary to be all like, we're going to release it on Blu-ray now. Because now this is what they're
It's
doing.
surprising that they didn't do it at 20, though.
You know, this is the
Right,
thing,
like-
though. We all just saw a Powerline T-shirt in a Target. They're going to sleek in this stuff, and people are going to be like, oh, yeah, I remember the Goofy movie. Oh, shit, yeah.
The
Hot Dad
fans
Soup?
never forgot.
No, fans never forgot, but idiots, hipsters do.
They weren't born yet.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because they're going to be like,
They're
I
just-
remember a Goofy movie. I remember seeing that on DVD. And everyone's like, it was in theaters, dumbass. And they're
They're
like,
just-
whatever.
They're just now
I'm a
discovering
hipster.
it.
I get a mustache. Boom. I hate hipsters.
What?
Oh, I fucking hate hipsters.
But how do you? I mean, just how do you really feel?
Yeah.
How do I
dude.
really feel? I wish every
Yet you
hipster...
wear their pants.
I wish... No. I wish every hit... This is going down... This might go down a Hitler road.
Whoa!
Yeah,
No.
No.
Yeah.
Not cool.
Done.
Exactly.
Nobody heard it because I muted your ass.
All I had to say was a Hitler road, and I was fine.
You gonna behave?
Yeah.
You're back.
Matthew didn't understand. I was saying Care Bears. See, I want...
Care Bear stare.
Care Bear
Fucking
stare.
Care Bear
I just
stare
want to
your
hit.
ass.
I just want to hit those hipsters with the Care Bear
Hit
stare.
those high notes.
No, I want to hit them with the Care Bear stare so they can realize, oh, what I am doing is wrong. That's all.
Word. Sarah and Matt.
Yo.
What's queued up in the pipeline?
Oh,
You
man.
guys walked in. We were talking. You guys said you have a lot queued up for you guys. So
got
we're intrigued.
So much.
Cool.
So this upcoming week, we're giving away tickets for Thor Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
Oh shit, I missed that.
Ragnarok!
I'm not gonna lie. I got my Marvel Core box. That was the Ragnarok, and as soon as I opened it, I was like Ragnarok.
Yes, dude.
So
Anyways,
we're doing
yes.
that. We're gonna be giving away tickets for Suburbicon. That one's gonna be like
What's Suburbicon?
It's like this like indie movie.
Don't
kind of thing.
fucking look at me like
With,
I don't know
Matt
what the fuck
Damon
it
or
is.
something.
That's
I
the
haven't-
one you said.
I said
That's
that!
why I'm looking at you.
Oh, that one was cool. Yes, I'm down. That one looks super fun. Okay, shut the fuck up, bud.
So we're actually doing just a recipe
Jesus.
roundup on that one. We're not going to be doing a recipe because
Sarah's talking.
we haven't been able to come up with something that we like that meet our criteria of standard. So
It's a tough one. It's a challenging.
So we're going to be doing that, and then we have Halloween Comic Fest coming up at the shop. We're going to be doing like lots of free comics, costume contests. We're going to have like 5 local artists there doing sketches and stuff.
I win.
So
just give me
come
my
get free
prizes now.
comics. What else do we have going on? We'll have Justice League tickets, I think. We're going to be giving away soon.
I want that.
I think
God,
we're
I
going to
want
be
both
giving
of
away
them.
Jigsaw tickets. Well, those won't be a screening. Those are going to be run of engagement, though. So
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never seen a Saw movie in theaters. So
Jigsaw, baby.
I think I'm
dude,
gonna go for it.
I saw the first Saw in the movie theaters, and it was back when you used to call movie phone for like,
Hello.
Yeah.
you have called movie
You have
phone.
called movie phone.
And this one was so great because it was like, you have selected wrong movie. Saw actually does have a theme
Oh.
song. You should look up the Saw theme song
That's
because it's
his
kind
name.
of good.
I'm playing John Carpenter, baby. I'm not fucking going Saw right now.
You should do Saw. We're talking about Saw.
Hey, Mike, we're just chilling out. You can sit in the back. It's cool.
But so, like, when I called movie phone for Saw, it was like, you have selected Saw, rated R.
Movie
It
phone was
so
great.
funny.
Movie phone was great.
Oh, that's a throwback. I should fucking throw up.
Oh yeah, dude.
Movie phone was great. Hello and welcome to Movie Phone.
Select 1 if you want comedy. Select 2 if you'd like drama.
Also, we will be at Tucson Comic Con
Nice.
Oh,
doing a panel.
Okay, cool.
Whoa, what
What's the
panel?
panel for?
We're going to tell everyone how to throw a themed party on a budget.
Nice.
I don't know what any of those words are. So
A themed party. Themed party.
yeah, what is
party.
that? What is theme and what is party?
It's like when somebody has a birthday and it's a Mad Men theme and somebody shows up and they're fucking in street clothes.
What's a
That happened.
Yeah. Really? You're gonna? Okay. You know what?
Every day. Every day.
Oh.
So.
Guess what?
Megan threw me a surprise party for my 30th.
Might be over.
Yeah. Okay, buddy. Hey, it's been real. High five.
High five. Yeah. This is the one thing you remember.
So my 30th was a surprise party, and it was a Mad Men theme.
Nice.
So everybody gets decked out. This motherfucker shows up. And he's like he might as well show up like what he's wearing now.
I can tell you exactly what I was wearing. I was wearing a Star Wars theme Adventure Time T-shirt.
Nice.
Levi's, I believe.
You're gonna what kind?
4 15s. Okay. And they were not only were they weren't even brand new. They were old because they had a huge fucking rip in the knee. And then I was wearing probably the black low-cut socks and the an old pair of Converse.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna need to take notes so we can explain what not to do.
At a theme party. It's a party that has a theme.
So I'm not gonna lie. I'm very bad with emails. If you send me an email, I will skim it.
Oh, this shit was sent mail, my friend.
Oh, that's the thing.
That's even worse.
So mail is even worse. Okay, I'll put it this way, Matthew.
It came in like a little tiny manila envelope and all this shit.
Matthew,
it was great.
I still have it.
Oh, you do?
Because I like. I was like, this is awesome. I always keep all this kind of creative stuff. Like anything Raven sent us, I have it.
Yeah, for sure. I get that shit too.
So I kept that and everything but the problem is like even with cards, when I get those, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm a horrible person, but you know what? Hashtag hate yourself first. Because literally I'll be like, oh, my aunt sent me a card. Open it. Oh, no fucking money. I'll come back to that later.
Dang, dude, okay.
Yeah, I am a horrible human being, but you know what? Jesus loves me.
I don't know about that.
No, I don't believe in the shit, so hopefully somebody does. But yeah, so literally I got your thing and I go, oh, cool. Surprise birthday party?
I'm there.
Lips are locked? I'm there. I didn't read any of the other details. But honestly, that's probably pretty good because I could have read...
I mean, you showed up, so that was cool.
I could have read the dress up, and I'm like, perfect. And then you show up one day for the show, and I'm all like, I'm in a tux. And you're like, okay, it is July, so I'm very confused.
You'd be like, you look really nice, though, man.
And then I'd be like, yeah, because your birthday. And you'd be like, birthday's not till August. And then you'd be like, oh, wait.
Yeah, but it's July, though, so it would be like your birthday 2 days before mine.
That's true.
We're friends.
No, we're Leos.
Yeah, I guess, but you know. So theme party, word.
Fuck the pride, God.
Yeah, so that's.
I think that's all of our to do.
So,
our 1 year wedding anniversary is coming up. That's kind of important.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of a big deal.
So I want to. So you don't have to say what it is, of course. Hopefully, you don't say what it is. But do you already have whatever's picked out, or
yeah? What are you guys doing?
Or does she
just
pick
tell
out
us
the thing, and you're like, I'll get that.
What?
Oh. No, I've had that. I've been in that relationship with get me this, because if you get me anything else, you're a terrible person. I'm like, God damn it, Mom.
They may already have their shit all planned. I think they got.
I bought his wedding or his first anniversary gift before we even got married.
Word.
Damn.
I bought it on my bachelorette trip, actually.
Okay, first
Very
off, time traveler, so we got to hang out with her.
What is it? Does he know?
No, he doesn't know.
Oh shit! Well, tell us, Matt. I'm gonna mute you, okay? This will work. This will work. I'll make it work.
I'm like,
no, we'll go out, after the show. We'll go out on the balcony and we'll all be like
nah.
That's all he'll see, and then we'll be all like, we'll look back at him and just be like, but first off, she'd be like, yeah, I'm not sure about this cocktail. I don't know if we're gonna name it. It's kind of iffy, and then we'll all look back at Matt, and be like, I don't want to tell him because he might be offended and he might poison my next one.
Oh no.
So.
I'm sure it's going to be awesome.
Your brother didn't even finish his cocktails. He wasn't a fan.
Yeah, I kind of want to jump on that, but I feel like I don't know if I.
Oh, go for it, man! Jump all about that, dude.
You sure you don't?
That
want
fucker went to Disneyland. He's going back in November and New Year's, and I didn't even hear about that shit. So yeah, drink that shit all you want.
Well, no, I didn't know if you wanted any.
Wait, so is he your full brother, half brother?
Half brother.
Okay, because I was like, you guys don't look alike.
No, same mom.
Ah, okay.
Fucking crazy. This guy looks like Drake. He fucking looks like Bradley Cooper. I fucking hate it.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. I grow my fucking hair and I look
But
like
you guys
Shaggy
both
from
have,
fucking
the same,
Scooby Doo.
deep voice.
Yeah.
You guys have the same deep AF as voice.
It's the Webster.
It's the Webster.
Different strokes, nice.
No, not like that, dude.
Oh,
My grandpa was a Webster.
wait,
My
his
mom's
name
a
was
Webster.
Webster. Oh, that's the last names.
Yeah. My grandpa's last name was Webster.
Okay, I'm gonna just let the audience know this is the first time I'm hearing this information.
Oh,
so.
right.
Yeah, wow, what a terrible friend.
Yeah, I was like, don't.
Oh, okay. Take a couple steps back. I can mute your mic too, okay?
You know
I
what?
wouldn't,
You know
but-
what? I like it when Steve-O's in charge better because he doesn't mute anybody. He lets us all have our
I'm
freedom
gonna be
of
honest
speech.
with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love Matthew with authority right
Yeah.
now. This is amazing.
I don't give a fuck what you just said.
He's threatening to mute us. I mean,
He can do whatever
you
the
got
fuck
muted.
he wants.
Dude, Steve-O, you got muted.
Yeah.
Wow. She just got real.
You know what I
real
really
in
loved
here,
about that?
like-
He muted my
this-
normal voice. Like I was all like, I'm not doing impersonations ever. Like when he's running the board, man.
No, man, you were talking some mutable shit.
That's the problem. I really came up with a bad Family Guy joke.
We don't need to hear
No,
it.
we're not going to hear it. I'll tell you guys after the show. Even when I thought it, I was like, oh God, Steve, what the fuck is wrong with you?
See?
So, yeah, no, I'll tell you after. You guys are gonna laugh at you. Like, yeah, you totally says Family Guy. I guarantee it. What I was that Matthew, cut that in post. All right. Hi, we're back. Anyway, so what I wanted to ask, so Halloween,
Yep.
you have everything going?
What do you guys? Okay. First of all, I think you're gonna love your gift for your anniversary. Obviously, she's thought long and hard about this, so I think it's gonna be fucking awesome.
I see there was an exchange of text messages, wasn't there?
No, there was not. No, I was.
How would they know we weren't even friends with them when I bought it?
I just think it. I think it's gonna be sick.
He said thought.
So, you've got your shit planned out, or like, are you like, oh shit, like I gotta fucking do some shit, like,
I am fucking sweating.
oh, buddy. Okay, so when is the year?
November 19th.
Oh shit. Okay, so you guys are coming up.
Yep.
You are 30 days in.
Yeah.
Holy shit, we are.
Yep.
Crunch time. I have a few ideas.
five.
I've had a
I
few
love Matthew's
suggestions.
That just
Yeah, no.
it happened
I don't
and it worked, so that was
You
cool.
missed bidding on the thing that I wanted on eBay, though. Sorry, it ended.
Fucking hocus
Holy cow!
pocus
It
towels.
went up. It was this morning. I was looking at a page of Don Newton art, which is like Batman from like the 80s.
Yeah.
And there was a Poison Ivy page that this afternoon it was at $255 and it ended up selling for $643.
Wow.
It went up in like 3 hours. Like, and I knew that this page was going to do that. So,
Yeah.
but I was like, Matthew, hint, nudge. Because for your first wedding anniversary, it's supposed to be paper.
Oh, that's right. Well,
Yeah,
know.
there's all those. There's
I
all
don't
those
know.
things.
And I'm a traditionalist, so I want to go with like the traditional gifts versus like the modern gifts.
Respect. I could respect that for
So
sure.
like Matthew's gift is paper based.
So why don't
Oh shit! Now
why don't you just like fucking write him a letter or something? Be like
the Scarlet Letter?
like on college ruled paper.
I mean, I
or
guess
something.
that is kind of our like marriage.
Wait,
Scarlet letter behavior.
oh, ooh,
Not really, because I guess that's adultery. So
Yeah.
not.
damn!
You never know. I mean, shit.
Join us next week for a special B
No kidding.
Horrorcast.
If you guys want to learn more, tune in next week as we fucking peel back this controversy. It's not a controversy. It's a way of life.
The Swingers.
I don't know. The conversation just died. I don't know.
It's all right. It happens a lot on me, more than I like to, especially when I'm talking to my parents. Zingers. I'm good at them.
Wow.
Yeah. No, that's not a CSI moment.
All right, so the 19th.
Yep.
That's solid. It's the day before.
That's all. What I was going to ask. So you guys,
Day
you know,
before the 20th.
Halloween, boom. Sorry.
No.
Halloween, you know, very big because you guys do a lot of horror themed stuff. You do everything else as well, but it's like horror, I know, is like a big staple in your life. So when it comes to Thanksgiving in December, what are kind of like some of the, now if you can't release what those
what do you guys do for, dude,
Yeah.
come on, what do you do for Thanksgiving and Christmas?
And Christmas.
Like Thanksgiving and
No, I didn't mean
Christmas,
that. I didn't know if
or,
they
like,
want to reveal anything.
For like the website, like the only thing so far we have movie-wise that we can't, like, it's not even that we can talk about, it's that they've pitched us, because a lot of times they wait till the month of to let us know titles and stuff, but we are doing Justice League. We will be doing a thing for Justice League.
I'm excited for Justice
Like,
League.
unless something
I
goes
am
wrong.
too.
We did get nominated for the Arizona Culinary Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Which we are so not going to win because, like, let's be real, Dominic Armato, the guy who writes for Arizona Republic, is nominated, so, like, we're not going to win.
But you know what?
It was
You know
odd.
what? You know
To
what?
get to
But-
that point, though,
But
I'm just
we
gonna
are
say this.
still nominated for
Congrats.
Arizona Foothills
Not
Best
friends
of the
of the
Valley.
show.
word.
And you can still vote for us every day.
Yes.
Boom.
Guys, I'm looking at you because we're losing.
Okay, first off,
Set an alarm.
Jesus.
whoa, okay.
That's my thing is everybody set a phone alarm to
Friends of
remind
the-
you to vote every day because the only way that the geeks are gonna win this is if we can get people to vote every. There's a gal who's winning right now, right on Ruby. We love her to death. She's a great gal, but she's popular and she used to write for the site.
Yeah,
that's
so she's
putting it out.
got
So-
massive home field advantage.
So she's got a big advantage that we don't have.
We
so
can totally tank
and
her.
this is like a magazine that's like the upscale, like, so to get geeks to
Yeah,
win
it's a
that-
magazine. It's a physical magazine.
Yeah, it's Arizona Foothills magazine, and
Yeah,
it's like
it's not like a fucking
the
newspaper.
Scottsdale kind of like Richie Rich kind
glossy paper and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this right now.
yeah,
So
it's a lifestyle
I
magazine.
For
vote
sure.
for you guys. The biggest problem that I had with the voting was the fact that now they keep sending me fucking emails.
for the Arizona Foothills. You don't have to submit your email to that one.
Ah, fuck, someone really needs to tell me. I gotta stop skimming shit.
Fucking read shit, dude.
Dude, reading is...
I don't want to even fucking know what's
The
gonna.
pizza contest that we were
Just
doing
accepted the terms
that
of
would
use.
benefit
Jeez, no
Comic Care
shit.
did ask for an
Fuck
email,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
but that's over now and we lost,
Oh.
which was a bummer because we were up against like Javier Soto of 3TV. I'm like, wow, because
First of all, I don't even know who the fuck that is.
I love 3TV.
You know who
I
that is.
love
I know
love
you know
3TV. I love 3TV with all my heart.
The reason why I know you know this one because Matthew would be like, you want to see a fucking shit show? Tune into fucking 3TV.
That's why I love 3TV.
Oh my
because
god,
it's so
he's
bad,
like,
but
it's
like
so fucking
great.
bad.
but like we were also up against like Lady Law, like on
Oh,
the radio.
yeah.
Like, so we like they had us like up against like TV
I'm
and
learning
like
new things. I didn't.
you know
I don't even know
local
who any of these
celebrity
people are.
personalities, and I'm like, wait, were we ever really gonna win? Because I'm pretty sure like an editor at Phoenix Magazine, someone on the radio, and someone on TV, they're all gonna have more like ability to advertise than we are.
way more reach than us. Like,
So we were a little annoyed by
Yeah.
that. And
Yeah,
then-
but
the
like in
voting on
return
that-
though, it's like you're.
But the voting on it was also terrible because like every time you voted, you had to submit your name and email, and I was like, okay, nobody wants to do that. Like I can already tell you that nobody wants to give you their email.
Right.
That's the worst voting method ever. Have
Yeah.
people sign into Facebook. That's good enough.
No, that's why I just do like, Matthew.renfro.at, 4iRadio.com for everything.
And Matthew's like, that's why I get all this.
That's why Craigslist people are very confused with a penis that's white and small, and they're like, this is not what I signed up for.
Well, it always just goes to my junk folder, so it doesn't matter.
No, it goes to my junk folder.
But
Right? Yeah. It was okay. It was okay. It was okay.
It's very low key. Rock. Anyways,
that's
Can't-
not low key.
we've
Can't wait for that though.
We've been a few of these competitions and things like that.
Right.
And a lot of those are pretty stacked against us.
so what mafia do we have to get involved with for you guys to take out the competition?
You guys just all have to vote. Like
yeah, we just
every
have to be
day,
active.
like-
We just got to be
and
active.
share and make people vote and like I mean I just personally like with it being Arizona Foothills like I just really want to see geeks win like I want
Right.
to see it be like not the hoity-toity like
Fucking posh.
food blog like
Yeah.
like the lifestyle food blog like I want it to be like us fun geeks like
I got that.
No, and I
respect
totally
that.
get that, and I respect that. I mean,
the award I do appreciate just being nominated for is the Arizona Culinary Hall of Fame. Because
Nice.
we're not going to win, of course, but just a nod it's
Yeah,
a nice,
absolutely.
a nice piece
For
of
sure.
recognition.
The
because
downside to this, though, is the screening for Justice League is that night.
Oh, yeah, we're so conflicted.
We're conflicted because we're kind of expected to be at the dinner,
Go to the dinner.
but at Justice League for free
You know what? I understand that.
in the press section.
Okay, I got an idea. Just throwing some feelers out.
You guys
there.
do what you want to do. I'm
if
tapping
you don't
out on
like
that.
it, you can send it right back. That's cool. You guys go to the dinner. Matthew and I go to your press.
No, it's not even about that. I just feel like it's something like that. I mean, it's special. Like
Yeah,
No,
but like,
that's
when you know
why I
you're
was
not
saying-
gonna win, it's
But-
like hard because you're like, do I really want to go put
Like,
on
yeah, I
a
just
like
get to
brave face
applaud for
I
somebody
don't. I'm
else.
not that girl. I don't like going to something and being like, oh yes, you beat me, bravo to you. I'm just like, well, fuck, you beat me.
Just
Damn.
think of Dumb Butler. Okay. And you're good.
Well, you guys enjoy Justice League.
And Matthew and I
that's
will
the
enjoy
other
a nice
thing,
dinner.
But that's kind of the other thing is that Justice League could potentially be really shitty. There's a very high probability that this movie is not going to be good.
No,
Be a bomb.
okay. Everybody else, and I'm going to put everybody in a very high percentile. I would say about probably 80%, 85%. People are not going to like this movie. But then there's people like me. And I thoroughly think I'm going to fucking enjoy this movie.
Yeah, you're probably gonna enjoy it. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm on
You're
the
being
fence
tamed by it.
because I've seen a couple the first two trailers I was really on board.
And
then
that was Zack Snyder.
And then when the San Diego Comic-Con trailer came out, which was still Zack Snyder, I didn't like it. I was like, wait, what? No. Oh, no. No. I didn't want to see it anymore. And so now I'm kind of like...
What about
But
the one that
that's-
just came out?
I haven't watched that one.
I liked that one. I was like, what up?
judging the,
Really
the
liked
editing of a trailer and the editing of the trailer
but
has
at the same time,
maybe they're
Warner-
trying to cut. They had to cut around some important thing, but they had to
But
do it
Warner
awkwardly.
Brothers has a tendency to really suck at ensemble movies.
Yes.
They're really good when they leave it as
Shit.
one superhero.
Yeah. Pass me Mark's drink because I'm going to drink that.
But when it tends to be an ensemble cast like Suicide Squad or Batman versus Superman, it's just not that good.
Yeah.
And so I fear that they're going to spend too much time focusing on 10 storylines versus one storyline that joins them all together.
Now, this is the thing. I don't know. No, and I totally understand. Yes, DC has not been the best at putting teams together and doing that. A weird thing is I really enjoyed Man of Steel. A lot of people do not like this movie, and yes, there are some faults in it, but I'm all I like the fact that Superman doesn't really know who he is and has to figure that out. But yes, you get into a clusterfuck of a lot of stuff. Wonder Woman was a breath of fresh air where you're like, oh shit, okay.
Well, they only picked one story. It wasn't like Batman versus Superman
Yes.
where you had Trinity, Justice League Origins, Batman versus Superman, Doomsday, and then
And
whatever.
Death of Superman.
Huh?
And Death of Superman.
And that's Doomsday, basically. But you had 5 storylines going on.
Yes.
Wonder Woman picked one story and stuck with it the whole time. They're here's her origin story, 5 seconds. Now on to the movie. We're done. Moving on.
Yes, no, and that's what I'm saying. And this is the thing. Yes, Josh Whedon has taken over, and he's there's a couple of things. So there's a couple of things that haven't changed with this Justice League movie. Technically, Zack Snyder really wanted Darkseid to show up in this movie. He is not showing up in this movie.
Well, good.
They're doing a bunch of heroes have to battle one villain kind of thing, and it's okay, but it's Josh Whedon, I'm kind of giving him a little bit more of okay, Zack Snyder, yes, he put together the Watchmen, he's done 300, he's done very well with a lot of certain films. He likes to do, don't get me wrong, the man knows how to do action. The man knows how to film an action sequence. He knows exactly what to do with certain stuff, and you're perfect, great. I'm hoping that Josh Whedon's okay, let's focus more on the story. He's I know how to write for teams. It's I did Avengers, I've also did Buffy,
but here's
I've done...
the thing. When he did Avengers, they'd had how many single movies already? Building up a storyline. Building up this, team.
And no, don't get me wrong, I totally agree.
Even at his best, we still don't really, if you're not a comic fan, if you're a casual moviegoer, which, let's be real, most people who see comic book movies are, like, sure, the comic fans go, but there's probably a higher percentage of non-comic fans who go, just because there aren't a lot of comic fans out there. Like, it's not as common.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Aquaman? Who's Flash? Who's Cyborg? I mean, hell, people know who Aquaman and Flash are just by basically knowing. Cyborg, not so much. Like, so you have these characters that they haven't built up in the universe at all, who are now the stars of this movie.
Right.
Like, why didn't you just create a Trinity movie at this point? Like, why would we...
I totally agree with that, and I don't know. We don't know what's going to happen.
Or like a fucking a Netflix run or some shit, like a TV series.
Yes,
or some
exactly.
Like,
Like
I feel
Jessica
like
Jones,
Avengers-
Daredevil, all that kind of.
Avengers
right.
worked because everybody got a movie first. So by the time you got to Avengers, you were like, everybody had their favorite. People liked somebody. People knew. It
Yeah,
wasn't
but everybody
just
likes Captain America.
No, people like Iron Man. A lot of people
Oh,
like Iron Man.
See, that's the funny part. All I find is Captain America fans. I'm going to be honest with you. Captain America sucks.
And a lot of people like Hawkeye, and a lot of people like Black Widow. Like, I feel like
Yeah, but
Avengers
those
is, like,
those characters haven't had their own movies though.
No,
like
but they've been in a lot of the other movies.
they have, and DC could have
DC
went that realm too because we had Superman and we had Batman, and so like I feel like
I feel like doing an Aquaman movie after Justice League was stupid. Like, they should have done that
they
first.
should have done it before, but
Same with
they
Flash,
didn't,
like-
but they were just so far behind. Marvel was just
So
like
this
bam,
is-
bam,
this-
bam, 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 and DC was like, oh,
Let's work with Christopher Nolan and
we're
do
doing
Batman
this shit, and it's like,
The
okay,
only-
you get what you get at this moment, and like
The only thing I can
they're
think
so
of,
far behind. They're
But,
just
like,
so far
Suicide
behind.
Squad
Yes,
was
they
so-
are.
But Suicide Squad was
But
so
do you
bad.
think comic book movies are going to disappear? Do you
No,
think they're not
Okay,
going to have
They're
time?
doing a reboot of Hellboy right now. They're going to be rebooting Spawn. Comic book movies are not.
Yeah, I don't think
die off
I don't think they're gonna go
anytime soon.
away.
I think we're gonna see like a die off of like major character.
I agree
comic
with
book
that.
Movies, and we're gonna start seeing more of the like, which Marvel is already sort of doing just to lead up to Infinity Wars, which I
Right.
think is not really like necessarily the best idea for them. Like, I didn't love Doctor Strange. I didn't love Ant-Man. Like, they were.
Oh my! What?
They were just kind of.
That's fine. That's
they
her
were
opinion.
kind
That's
of
fine.
meh.
That's
Like,
fine.
I feel like Marvel's gotten to the point where they're just phoning
No.
in their popularity. Like,
It-
they're just
no.
not that good.
I'm totally conflicted right
No,
now.
no. I want to ask you one question. When you saw the trailer for Ant-Man and you saw the trailer for Doctor Strange, were you like, okay, I'm kind of into this?
No.
Okay, so that's so weird. Okay, no, this is all I'm saying.
I was just kind of like,
No.
like, do I need to see it?
This is what I'm saying. Ant-Man, I was like, I fucking hate Ant-Man. I thought Ant-Man was a piece of shit. Never really liked the character, blah, blah, blah.
Do you like Paul Rudd?
I love Paul Rudd.
No, this is the thing. So they were talking about, like, they did it on this Avengers, like, cartoon show, and I was like, okay, Hank Pym and stuff like that, but I know his backstory, and I'm like, he's kind of a dick to women.
So
don't really like this. Why are we doing an Ant-Man movie?
So
Do we
wait-
really need an Ant-Man movie?
Wait, so if you feel that way about Ant-Man based on that, because he was a shithead to women,
Yeah.
how do you feel about Black Panther? He's not really a good character.
No,
He's
this
kind
is
of
the
a
thing.
jerk. Like,
No-
he's a terrible. He's like kind of almost an anti-hero. He only helps the Avengers when it benefits him. He's not like out for the greater good. He's only out for the greater good of Wakanda. Like,
Right.
like
Yeah,
I feel
for sure.
like I feel like Black Panther was like the worst like next movie to do. Like, there's so many better. Like, how about a Falcon movie? Like, he's
oh,
fucking-
no,
not
no.
not as they're doing him in Captain America the movies, but how they have him in the comics. Like,
Okay,
like
yeah,
a
I
Falcon
fucking hate
movie
Falcon.
based on like comic book Falcon, not just like, or even Sam Wilson Captain America. Chris Evans has said, I don't want to do Captain America anymore. I'm done. Let's get Sam Wilson in there. Like, if you want like a minority superhero movie,
No, I think it should go to
can
Bucky.
we have one where the minority is actually someone
go to
that
Bucky.
people should like? Like,
Go to Bucky.
like I feel like, Black Panther is one of those characters who's just not a very nice guy. Like,
and this is the thing.
and that's
like,
not someone I would want children to see and be like, oh, I want to be like him, because he's selfish. He only cares about like Wakanda, and they're trying to get our mineral. Oh, we got to protect him. Oh, the rest of the world's blowing up. Meh.
No, and this is the thing.
Well,
The only person I know that loves Black Panther comics and stuff like that, because I've only seen him in like portrayed in obviously the movies and also like one of the Avengers cartoon shows and stuff like that.
And he's a jerk in the cartoons.
Oh, he is
Earth's Mightiest Avengers. He's a big old jerk.
I'm so pissed off that they canceled that. I love
Earth's Mightiest Avengers.
I love
great.
that one. That
And
was
this-
a perfect.
And the theme song for that show was amazing.
Oh my god, we use that on Longbox Cast. It's fucking phenomenal. Anyways, but yeah, I never read a Black Panther comic or anything like that, but I was just like, I like the character. You know, he's pretty cool. Like I liked him in Civil War and stuff like that. Eric loves this character.
Yeah,
Eric has raved about this character, so now I'm very curious about like what he thinks about the Black Panther and everything like that.
Well, I just think it's like, all right, so Marvel has the first like set of movies and stuff, and now we're trying to get to the second set, and that, you know, you bring in Strange, you're bringing in Black Panther, you're bringing in Ant-Man and shit like that, and they're changing a little bit, like.
Well, now magic is relevant.
Yeah, I mean, Doctor Strange was out there, but I thought it was fucking legit. I mean, that's me. Like, I'm all about this next phase, and I love where it's been established, and I just want to see what's coming in now. So you want to give me Strange, you want to give me Black Panther, you want to give me Ant-Man, you want to give me a fucking, you know, let's bring it in. You want to do a Black Widow movie, you want to do
I would love to see, like, they wasted all this time with, like, Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, all that. What about Hawkeye?
Yeah, like bring in Hawkeye. That's
movie.
fine. I'm down with that.
I don't want a Hawkeye
Black
movie.
Widow has so many cool storylines in the comics. Like, why couldn't we do something with her? Why couldn't we do a joint movie? What about, like, you know, there's that run with Hawkeye and, like, it's not Black Canary, it's Mockingbird, right? The chick, she wears a very similar outfit to Black Canary.
Okay.
Yeah, Black Canary's DC. Yeah,
And then Mockingbird.
It's either Mockingbird or Mockingjay. But
Isn't Mockingjay Hunger Games?
Yeah, Mockingjay's Hunger Games.
I don't know.
For sure.
I don't know. Something.
They're mocking. They're mocking
chick.
something.
Hey,
They're
The
mocking something.
chick.
Get off my
like,
dick, Grandma.
We could do like a movie with that.
your grandma.
There's like so many better movies they could choose. Like I feel like to do in this like secondary round that are more relevant. Like how about revisiting a Hulk movie? Like, can we get one that doesn't suck? Mark Ruffalo's a really good Hulk. Like, can we get something with that? Like,
I mean, they'll do their shit.
Wait, okay, so
Marvel. I'm not worried about Marvel.
No,
Marvel's got me on. I don't give a fuck what Marvel does because I'm going to be like, okay.
It's not that they're making necessarily like terrible, horrible movies. They're just kind of phoning it in at this point.
Well, you know,
I
let
feel
them phone
like
it
they're
in for a
not
while.
breaking any new ground with superhero movies
You know
anymore.
what? You know what?
They're going to get my fucking money, dude.
Oh, I
don't
thought
give-
you said they were phoning it in for a while.
No, I said let them phone it in for a while because I don't give.
I'll put it this way: James Gunn knows how to make a fucking movie. Like those Guardians of the Galaxy movies, fucking on point every single time. I'm like, fuck. You even brought in like the original Guardians
The first
in like
one
the
was
second
really good, and the second one was good. But I felt like there was something about it missing. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it.
Well,
it was a great movie.
It's because you've
was-
seen it before. Because the second movie was structurally pretty identical to the
That's
first
probably
movie.
what it was. Like,
which was cool. I
yeah.
wanted more of the first movie. I liked it just as well.
I thought
as the
they.
first movie.
I thought they
It
did
was a
great
good
with
movie.
Kurt Russell.
Oh, fucking
Damn, they made him look young, and I was like, dang. Like
but I feel like Suicide Squad was a ripoff of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes.
it may have been, but I enjoyed Suicide Squad.
that's the thing.
I
I'll put it this way.
I was like, this is fun.
I enjoy Suicide Squad. I think the biggest problem I had with it, which really isn't that like epic, was like I was kind of hoping Enchantress would be on their team and not the person they had to fight. Spoiler alerts. But other than that, I'm like, I liked it. I liked. Like, as much as people hate Jared Leto's Joker, I'm like, I kind of enjoyed him. He was fun.
Isn't Enchantress not a bad guy? Like, isn't Enchantress in Birds of Prey?
Oh, I'd never seen that shit.
Like, not the movie, like the comics. Like, isn't...
Oh, no, I thought you were talking about the television. Wait, no, it was...
No,
what was
I
that?
thought
Was it
Enchantress
Birds of
was,
Prey?
like, not a bad guy.
No, I'm thinking about the James
I'm-
You're
Cameron...
looking at me like I'm going to be able to tell you a fucking answer.
What is it? Dark...
Was it Birds of Prey? I don't know what the fuck
I
you're
guess
talking
she is
about.
a villain. I
Matthew,
thought-
help me. Matthew, you're my only hope.
Oh shit! Well, you're about to die.
Fuck you, Obi-Wan!
She is on the Suicide Squad.
I will say this. Sorry.
She's on Suicide Squad.
Just thinking about it.
All right.
Ghosted. Has anybody started watching
Yeah.
that? I fucking love that
It's a
show.
good show.
Have you guys seen Ghosted yet? Oh.
Adam Scott and
Adam Scott.
Oh.
You know what? You don't know, so I don't feel bad anymore.
Oh my god!
He played the
No, I know. Feel
Hot Tub Time Machine.
yes.
I enjoy it.
Craig. Ugh.
Anyways, no, it's on. If you have Hulu or anything like that, I don't know if they're doing it this year, but they plan on doing a crossover with X-Files because they're both on Fox. But Adam Scott, of course,
Craig
Parks and
Robinson.
Craig Robinson.
Sorry.
He was in The Office, Hot Tub Time Machine. I think both of them. Adam Scott, I think, joined the second one. Fucking great. It's like a 30-minute show, but it's like kind of like a comedy base of like supernatural shit.
But it's like, yeah.
So it's pretty amusing. But like I heard when they were going to do a crossover episode with the X-Files, I'm like, oh, I so want this.
Okay.
So, but I enjoy it. Like I think last week's episode was something with a succubus.
Yep.
So they're really diving into like a bunch of weird kind of crazy shit. So I'm like, oh, okay. So, but it's like puts a little bit of humor on it.
Yeah.
But yes, talking about like Marvel, DC, and everything. Like I think the problem is DC, and this is like probably every movie company was all like, look, we can't do exactly what so and so is doing because then everyone's just going to come at us with, oh, they're just copying so and so. DC's doing their own thing. Look, I love Wonder Woman. Like
Wonder Woman was amazing.
I love
loved it.
Wonder Woman.
I saw it twice. I bought it. Like it's amazing.
No, yeah.
It's the best movie that they've put out.
And that's the funny part, because it's like, yeah, Wonder Woman to me is number one. Number two, like, a lot of people hate it, Man of Steel.
I don't think I've ever actually made it all the way through Man of Steel.
Oh,
Man of Steel, is that the
Steel.
one Superman versus Zod?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the reason why...
they caused so much property damage in that movie.
I know.
They
That's
had
the
to,
thing.
they had to
I know.
condemn, like,
Okay,
all of those
and this
buildings.
is the thing.
Go ahead.
Everyone keeps talking about that, but I'm like, have you guys ever seen a Justice League of Superman cartoon show? They fucking decimate cities. They're not like Dragon Ball Z where they're like, look, we're going to go out to the middle of fucking nowhere and make sure no one gets hurt. Like,
Dude, they fuck shit up.
like
dude.
Superman's like, oh, you're going to fuck in my fucking town? Fuck you. And that's why I was all like, oh, I dig this fucking Superman.
They're
'cause
like
he's
in this fucking small ass little podunk shit. I don't
I
like to
fucking
say
love
podunk, but like,
fucking Smallville. You can say Smallville.
dude, they tear that place up and then they go to like Metropolis. They just take down these skyscrapers and everything.
And that's
and
the
they're
thing.
just like, oh, we don't give a fuck.
And I'm just gonna
I
say-
don't care about you
And
because
I'm
this
ju-
motherfucker. I'm like,
and I'm just
dude,
gonna say this.
You just murdered all these people. Like,
Everybody wants to jump down that movie's throat about like, oh, the property damage, everything's broken, blah, blah, blah.
I was like, where's all the blood?
I'm going to put it this way. If you guys ever saw the Justice
wasn't
League
like that, but-
cartoon, where like the very
They did the
first
same
episode,
stuff.
Oh, very first
They
episode.
blew up a planet.
Oh, they did that in like episode 3. No, they did though.
Oh wow.
Green Lantern.
Green Lantern blew up. Green Lantern blew up a planet.
Matthew.
Balloon up. He
Matthew,
ballooned it up.
Matthew. Justice League cartoon show is on Netflix.
Green Lantern blows up a planet.
Check it out. Check it out.
Like Captain Planet's like, yo, dude,
And
that's
guess
my
what?
planet,
Guess what?
but I'll do
the
a
Green
deal with
Lantern.
you.
The Green Lantern is John Stewart.
Oh, that's fun.
No, but basically it's like if you've ever watched that first like 3-part episode of the Justice League cartoon show, like when they redid it with like the Tim Bruce like art style and everything that like.
Where's Tim?
Thank you. I'm like Tim Bruce. Hi, dyslexic over here. Table for 1, or is it 2?
It's 1.
Or is it 12?
We don't
Ooh,
go.
wow.
Damn.
Way to throw that in there. Is it 12?
I don't know.
Or is it 21?
But it's
Oh
like
my gosh.
it's like there's gonna be fucking damage. Like you can't fucking like predict that and stuff like that. And then the thing that I always try to give to people, I'm like, look, if you don't like Man of Steel, that's fine. The way that I thought about it was like, this is the first time this guy's fighting somebody. Like actual people who have military background.
He's a baby.
He has no idea like
He's a
how much
baby.
force he's gonna use.
He's like come to Earth and he's just like, look, I'm all about Los, all right? I'm about to get that Earth.
Exactly.
shit.
That's how he is. He's like, look, I'm going to defend this planet that I grew up on, and I don't know my own strength. Shit's going to go down. That's why I felt like really bad.
We had a few drinks. I mean, shit.
I
You
mean,
know,
no,
one
it's
thing
gonna
led
go
to
down.
another, and I was just
all
like,
the carnage, in that movie, like it definitely works, right? Because you have to give, Superman fighting another Kryptonian like that much scale, because that's what it's supposed to be, right?
Right,
Like
for
it
sure.
would just be like, if it was less carnage, you would just get a grievous sense of underwhelming, like meh.
Well, yeah, it's like you got to have a little bit of conflict, and it's like,
I think
and that's
you're
fine.
talking about Batman versus Superman. Oh wait,
Ugh.
overwhelming sense of meh.
Well, the
I think
funny
I
part,
actually fell asleep during Batman versus
What I
Superman.
fucking
in
love-
I
the
was
theater.
I was the same boat. I was like, this is fucking entertaining. Like I'm just like.
and
I'm
the thing
on
that I
this.
loved about Batman v Superman is the fact that everybody was like, when as soon as Ben Affleck was announced as Batman, everyone was like, "Fuck this movie," and everyone's like, "Well, he was a really good Batman." Like
You
that's
know
the
what?
only thing I
You
could
know what?
take
True
away from
story.
that. You know,
when they announced that Ben Affleck was Batman, I actually wrote an article for another website that I write for about how like he isn't the worst thing to happen to Batman. Like all about his acting chops.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Like he was in Hollywoodland, and oh my
Right.
god, he was so good in that movie. And like
yeah.
And like at this point,
He's
and
a
I'm like,
fucking actor.
and I'm like, you know what? I got 2 words for you if you want to talk about bad Batman: George Clooney.
No shit.
Oh
Like
yeah.
there is like nobody can be worse than George Clooney.
No shit.
Like, and don't get me wrong, I like George Clooney.
I do as an actor.
I
but
do
was
He
as
a-
well.
does. He does some great stuff, but like literally, if you
fucking
look at
horrible
Michael
Batman.
Keaton,
He was a great George Clooney was a great Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
He was a terrible
well,
Batman.
Batman. Because that's the thing. You watch Michael Keaton do it, and you're like, okay, but at least when he becomes Batman, he's all like, he's gonna put on a little bit of like, not my town. You know, you're like, okay. And then even Val Kilmer, he was all
Val
like,
Kilmer
I'm
was
Bruce
like
Wayne, and then he's all like, I'm Batman. And you're like, okay. And then
I
Bruce,
actually really liked Val Kilmer. He's
I didn't have a
probably
problem
my-
with him.
He's probably my favorite Batman.
He was good.
and then you get to like George Clooney, he's all like, I'm Bruce Wayne. He's also like, I'm Batman. You're like, wait a minute.
I've got nipples on my fucking suit.
You know, kind of thing. Like even Chris O'Donnell, who was like Robin, he was all like, George, fucking what the fuck? Like put a persona on. He's like, I'm Dick Grayson, and it's like, I'm Robin. And George Clooney's all like, I was in fucking ER. Suck my dick,
Yeah.
Chris O'Donnell. You've been in two fucking movies.
Well, and then he went on to do fucking Ocean's 11 and Ocean's 12. I like those movies.
No, that's what I'm saying. I love George Clooney.
I like George Clooney as an actor. I don't like George Clooney as Batman.
Yeah, no, Batman.
I
That's
think
what
I
it
think
is.
we all I think we all
Everybody's-
agree
yeah.
on that.
Yeah.
Like George Clooney, in essence, is not a terrible actor. He's
I-
just not a good. Like, not everybody is cut
I
out
think
to
George
be like
Clooney
a
as a person
superhero.
is like, dude.
Oh, he's spot fucking on.
fucking good for you, my friend.
He's just like there are just like people who should not be certain superheroes.
Right, like me. I don't need to be fucking
Like-
superhero.
Have you ever tried George Clooney's tequila?
No. Is it good?
It's okay.
I was not a fan of it.
Have you tried Timberlake's?
No, I didn't know he had one.
He does.
A
Information.
tequila?
Yes. Justin Timberlake tequila.
Googling this.
Please do.
Consulting the
Google.
Googles.
Consulting the Google.
I am a
But yeah,
Timberlake
I
fan.
will say that yeah, George Clooney was not my favorite Batman, but he was a very good Bruce Wayne. And that's the thing I really did like about Ben Affleck is the fact that he could do Bruce Wayne and he could also do a really good Batman.
He
You're
did
like,
a Sousa.
oh,
It's 805.
901.
901. Shit.
901 on time.
Ah, dude, I was like 100 and some off.
But
901 word.
But yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, so we got
Ah, shit.
so if people want to enter these contests,
Boom.
how can they do that? Because
Boom.
the funny part is I post them on Facebook pages and
Yeah.
I let people know, and then people are like, "Oh, I don't understand." I'm like, honestly, if I can do it, anybody can fucking do it.
Literally, just go to the blog link and enter the contest at the bottom, or go to like the number geekswhoeat.com and find a recipe, pick a contest. Like, we've got so many going on at any given time. Like, it's kind of insane.
Yeah, scroll down the homepage, hit some links, you'll see the contests.
So
Oh, yeah.
I actually have a question. So the holiday seasons are going to be upon us pretty soon.
Yeah, dude.
Do you guys, Stubbs, I'm going to
Yeah.
ask you first. Do you have a special cocktail for November and December? And then, Sarah, I want to know what dish you have for, besides the traditional turkey in, obviously, November, but November and December. But, Stubbs, you can go first, unless you need some time.
When it's cold out, I like an old fashioned when it's cold out. It's like spicy,
Okay.
You know, it's like it is like the most basic of cocktails.
Right now, you're up my alley, so keep going.
But yeah, it's whiskey, a little bit of sugar, Angostura bitters, and garnish with orange and cherry.
Ooh, okay.
I like the one you concocted me when I was sick. So when I'm sick,
okay,
I like to drink because it makes you feel better.
It does.
But it's a great winter drink too. Is he'll make me like chamomile or like sleepy time tea, but then he'll put a little bit of honey or Baron Jaeger, which is a honey liqueur, and then a little bit of bourbon. And so like it's like this like nice like warming tea.
Yeah.
But then it's got a little bit of a kick to it. It's got a little bit of bourbon and honey and a little bit of lemon juice. Sometimes he'll throw in there if he's feeling froggy.
Oh, froggy!
And, you know, like
feeling froggy.
It's like I always joke because every time I get like a cold, it's what I want. Like it makes your throat feel good. It makes you sleepy. You know, and it's just like one of those like nice winter drinks.
Yeah,
I feel bad because like I'm like, Matthew, make us one of these winter drinks, and then it's all like, wake up 2 hours later, be like, wait. Were we Bill Cosby? What happened?
Bill Cosby?
Oh, come on. Bill Cosby's guilty.
Matt wouldn't do that to us. I mean, if he does, I mean, whatever.
Look, it's
then you are lucky.
First off, if he does it,
that's why I said like whatever. Like,
if Matthew, if Stubbs does it, I'm lucky. Second of all, I'm like, finally, someone wants to touch me. So
I'm about to fucking mute you again, dude.
You do realize they love me more.
I get that, and I respect that. They know I love them, and they love me too.
I know.
They love you
There's
more.
a lot of love in this room.
I need the love.
They love you more, and I.
Let's be honest,
okay
Matthew. I need the love. I don't get it at home.
I'm seriously gonna fucking mute you. I'm seriously gonna mute you.
I feel good. I'm fine. You're good.
I know you are.
But yeah, so Sarah, for you, what is like so? It doesn't have to be for both months. So if you just want to pick something for I would say for the winter.
She's good.
I got it.
Lay it on us.
So for Thanksgiving, I'm a sucker for green bean casserole.
Nice.
Like,
yes.
it is my favorite thing
I'm on board.
Earth.
Yes.
Like
I love that.
green bean. Like I could literally skip turkey at Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I want green bean casserole and stuffing, and I'm happy. Like that's
Word.
all I need.
Okay.
And so like every year for Thanksgiving, except for last year because we were getting married, we buy like a 20-pound turkey for the two of us, and I refrigerate leftovers, and we eat turkey sandwiches for like a week.
Cool.
Because like I don't even like hot turkey. I want turkey sandwiches. That's all I care
I
about.
fucking love turkey
And
sandwiches.
then I make stuffing, and I make green bean casserole.
Word.
But I tell you what, green bean casserole is only good if you're using crappy canned green beans and like cream of mushroom soup, like Campbell's. You cannot buy generic. It has to be Campbell's.
I'm on board with you. I'm on board with you.
And skip the recipes.
It's
that
a
tell
staple.
You,
It's a staple.
And if you use the recipe on the French fried onion, you know,
Yes.
they tell you they have a recipe that does not use soy sauce. But if you go to the Campbell's website, they tell you to use soy sauce.
Okay.
Don't use the soy sauce. You don't need it. But add extra the French fried onions. Do not follow their BS little like sprinkle a little bit on top. No,
You know
that.
what's up.
Put like a whole freaking
You know what's
can
up.
on top.
A layer.
And then you cook it, and then you put it.
Of course you put a layer. You crust that shit like it's like fucking you're
Thank
cutting
you.
through some.
Yes.
You're just like, and then you get into the juicy shit.
Yep. Because you
Should
know
be
what
like
happens.
cutting through a frozen lake.
Yes, dude. Yes.
Because you don't want to eat soggy
No.
slush. You want to have texture. So you bake it, and then before you finish, like 5 minutes before when it tells you to put more on, no, you dump that shit. It's like a 2-can process here. Like, you gotta have extra, and then you have extras for when you're reheating. Because when you reheat, it gets like gnarly. I use reusable. I use like the one-time use tinfoil.
Yeah.
So I can store it in my fridge, and
Right.
then you can also reheat it in your oven.
Okay, so
But that's for Thanksgiving.
I'm gonna have to no. I'm gonna have to play this back for myself and make this recipe. No, this is why. I had an ex who was like, "I'm gonna make the bean casserole and everything." That she followed the directions to a T. I fucking hated it.
Yeah.
Every time she's like, "I'm bringing this over to your parents," I'm like, "And this is why we're not gonna."
It isn't for everyone. I will
parents
say that
hate you.
like
I'm down with it.
I will say that there are a lot
That's
of
why I
people
like it.
out
No,
there
she's
are
talking
not-
about what she wants to do. I'm like, I need to follow that recipe now because, like, for my experience,
Just overdo it.
I fucking hate green beans.
Okay, so green
because
bean
of that
casserole,
experience.
but green bean
green
casserole is
beans
a
are
little
rad.
bit different,
I
and I
love
will
green
say
beans.
that if you don't like mushrooms, you're not gonna like it. If you
Here's
don't
the thing.
like,
I love mushrooms.
I love green
Like-
beans. I love mushrooms.
It's
Like-
mostly
Yeah.
mushrooms.
I fucking love
But, like,
the mushrooms.
I feel like it really needs to have a lot of the onions, not only because you want the onion flavor mixed in, but because also those onions are really salty.
and I love
And
fucking
so,
onions.
like that's a
And
recipe that
salt.
needs to be salty. Like, don't be afraid of salt when it comes to green bean casserole. Like, it's not good for you. Don't try to make it good for you. Use full fat milk. Do not use fat free milk. It's foul. Foul.
I'm
not gonna lie.
I don't ever
Do
make
not
it.
use
lie.
reduced fat cream
I
of
don't fucking
mushroom.
make it. I
Use
just
full
eat
fat.
it.
Like, do not skimp on this recipe because this is one of those things. It matters.
I know she's not listening, but yeah, she did everything wrong. And that's why we did not work out.
Yeah, no,
there's
it's-
probably a lot of
it's-
other problems, such as I'm a dick, but I'm gonna go with the being. I'm gonna
the
go with.
green
I'm
bean
going with the
casserole.
thing that
It's 'cause
she
she couldn't
fucked
make-
up.
it's 'cause
Everything else I fucked up, but this is the only thing
She
she
couldn't-
fucked up. I'm just gonna lock
she
on
couldn't
to
make
that.
green bean casserole.
She
It
couldn't make
wasn't-
this shit, so fuck her.
It wasn't meant to be.
Everyone else is like, you're a horrible human being.
No,
like,
I'm with you. If you can't
green
make
beans.
If you can't make green bean casserole, you don't deserve to fucking live. It's fucking easy.
No, she
like
she
it's
deserves
easy.
to live. I mean,
No,
she's doing great.
Seriously, like green bean casserole is like the easiest damn recipe on earth to make. Like it is so hard to f that up.
There are some deep
I
convictions
know you
about
muted
green
me,
bean
but I'm
casserole.
like,
I mean, I've even
Nobody's muted right now.
no, I meant like earlier with the.
I mean, I've even made vegan, gluten-free green bean casserole because his mom can't have dairy or gluten. So I found a vegan recipe for it, and it actually was really damn good.
Stubbs, I know you've heard this many times, but you need to lock this down.
I did.
Extra
year
locked.
ago.
Extra locked somehow.
Guys.
But yeah, for Christmas though, it's different.
Okay, so that's November.
That's November. That's
So
Thanksgiving.
how you want to finish off the year?
I usually love to do like a British style, like Christmas Eve dinner. So standing
Ooh.
rib roast,
Okay.
Yorkshire pudding, oven roasted potatoes.
I've heard a lot about this in Doctor Who. Proceed.
Oh yeah, well, standing rib roast is basically like kind of like glorified prime rib. So like basically
Ooh.
the same thing. It's expensive as fuck, but if you go to like
It's kind of worth it though, right?
Fry's, usually has some sort of a sale on it.
Yeah, there's always like holiday sales. It's like a
Like,
big
but it's
So
holiday.
usually
glad
like-
you picked Fry's. So I'm like, that's where I shop. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
They usually like have
You guys said
sales on
Safeway,
it.
I'd be like, fuck, no.
Yeah,
I
not
know,
interested.
I know it's across the street, but fuck.
But like, actually, we have one from in the freezer from like 2 years ago that we have to cook.
Yes, we need to.
Okay, actually, okay, I'm gonna ask probably a question that everybody should know. So you said 2 years. How, like, is food still okay? So like, if
It'll
you buy
be
it,
probably a little bit frostbitten, and it's probably past like the supreme awesomeness phase.
yes,
But it probably won't be bad if you package it tight. And I think we did,
okay.
if I recall.
So what would you say? Like, if I bought some stuff from like the grocery store, I put it in, and I try to keep it for like a month.
You'd be fine.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
Like
in the
if
freezer.
it's in the freezer,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Like I only pull it out to thaw.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you're
Okay.
fine.
Okay, what happens if you thaw it and you're like, not doing this tonight, and you throw it back in the freezer?
No,
Okay.
you're
I'm
not
learning.
supposed to do that.
Okay, I'm learning.
Not-
This is
not-
probably why I've had bloody stools for a while. I'm so glad you guys laughed at that. I'm like, this is spitting out my mouth, and I don't have my.
He's not muting you.
Yeah, I have someone who's just letting me go. Matthew, what have you learned? Don't let me be me.
But, like-
Censor me. I am
like-
not worth it.
But like honestly, this trick with like standing rib roast is like it's super easy to cook. Like you do your standing rib roast, and all you put on it is like salt, pepper, garlic, and maybe a little bit of what was it, thyme or rosemary? I can't remember which one I used.
Either one would be good.
But like
Either.
it's minimal. Like don't when it comes to beef, don't overdo it. Salt is your friend. Pepper is your friend.
Oh, I love salt and pepper.
Like
I love salt and
pepper,
pepper.
garlic. Like you are pretty much set to go. And with this recipe, what you do is you put like you have like your like rib rack, like in your in your roasting pan, you have like the little rack. So under that you put your potatoes. and then what happens is the drippings from the meat cook into your potatoes, and so that helps flavor. And then with Yorkshire pudding is actually a British savory pudding, I guess, but it's not really a pudding. It's not pudding as we know pudding, but it's flour. It's like flour drippings from your roast, and egg, and then you pour it into baking either a pie dish, or you can do individual ones in a muffin tin, which I've done, which turned out really cute.
It makes this kind of pastry-like sort
and
of
it's
thing.
this big puffy savory pastry that's kind of like a bread.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
And so it's really good, and you serve the whole thing with horseradish, or if you don't eat horseradish, you can have it on its own. And that's what I grew up eating for Christmas Eve dinner. So I just always liked having that tradition.
No, and that's good, because my dad has a tradition, which is probably going to carry on to if any of the Mooney children have kids, which is not looking very well. But my dad always wants a lasagna on Christmas. So my mom puts together a lasagna. She, does everything like that, and that's the thing. So every time I hear about lasagna, I'm like, oh, Christmas is around the corner, kind of thing. So I'm very confused, because this is the fucked up part. Half my childhood was ham for Christmas, and then the other half has just been lasagna. So now
how did lasagna get started?
I have no fucking idea.
It happens. My family does it.
I've heard this too. You're not
we'll
the
do
first
tacos.
person.
We'll do tacos. We'll do.
Matthew's family is like that. They don't do they don't have a set Christmas Day dinner. It's always random Christmas theme of the year.
I mean that makes
lasagna,
sense. Lasagna,
tacos.
We'll do it's not like lasagna every year.
No, we switch it up. We switch it up.
My dad.
But we tend to go tacos, lasagna. We're just
My dad is literally because it's his birthday.
Yeah.
So it's okay, you get final say kind of thing. It's oh, okay, guess you're Jesus kind of thing. But that was funny. Come on. If this was Family Guy, it would have been hilarious. We would have gotten an Emmy finally. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not Family Guy.
No, it's not.
They didn't get an Emmy. They fucking did that. Anyway.
No, they never get Emmys. We're trying to strive for The Simpsons, but I know we're not going to hit that mark. But yeah, my dad always lasagna. But throughout half of the year, it was most of my childhood was ham. And then it's lasagna just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So I'm okay, but then it's because my dad's oh, well, we don't have that much lasagna throughout the year, but I'm all looking at my mom going
because lasagna is a pain in the ass to make.
Is it?
Just so you know.
It
is a pain in the ass.
Fucking layers and all this.
Unless you're using shitty jarred sauce and you're taking the easy way out.
Process.
It's a pain in the ass.
This is the first time my mom has unliked something. She's well, that's what I do.
It's not there's anything bad with jarred sauce, but most people tend, when they're making a lasagna, they tend to make the sauce from scratch. It's better. It tastes better.
No, that's what my mom does. Yeah.
And a good tomato sauce is 2 or 3 hours.
No, it is. Yeah.
And so it's not easy. And then you have to cook the damn pasta. And then if you have meat in it, you have to cook the meat first. Then you have to do your layers. And it's really fucking hard to spread ricotta on pasta. And then spread tomato sauce without it getting all messy looking in your ricotta. It is a damn nightmare to make lasagna.
You know what? I'm going to give my mom props. She's never going to listen to this podcast.
Give your mom props. All the props.
No, I love my mom.
I love your mom, too.
You rock for making lasagna.
No. This is the thing, though. You're saying lasagna. No, my mom made 2.
Well, fuck, your mom is awesome.
She made the meat one for everybody who liked meat, and then just for
a
special for the quote-unquote
vegetarian.
vegetarian, she just made the cheese.
Your mom is a saint.
Damn. No, my mom is great.
Yeah, your mom is
That's
great.
a lot of sauce.
This is the problem, though. My mom dies, I'm fucked. My dad hates me.
Well, your dad's a different story.
Yeah.
I eat ham on Thanksgiving. Okay, that's my contribution to the conversation. Yeah,
Wait,
dude,
what?
I don't eat turkey on Thanksgiving. No way.
What? Have you had all turkey?
I don't.
You've had dark meat?
I don't really dig turkey.
What did turkey ever do to you?
Turkey hasn't done shit to me. I don't just really dig
Steve-O,
it.
reach over that board and mute him.
You know what? I don't have the power to, but I think this.
I'll mute my. I'm just not down with the turkey.
Okay, do you like stuffing?
I've grown to like stuffing.
Ooh.
Have you?
Fighting words.
Sweet potatoes.
Oh, I don't like sweet potatoes.
I'm not really a fan of them, but I've come to eat them recently, so I'm not.
I like sweet potatoes. like when you have like a baked sweet potato,
you-
like with
Oh, that's
butter
fucking good, though.
and like salt.
I'm
And
gonna tell you,
and I
I'm-
like sweet potato fries. I do not like you know how they make them like all sweet with the marshmallows and
Yeah.
bullshit. Oh, that's so gross.
Have you
So
ever encountered a stuffing waffle?
Oh,
no,
fuck.
but it sounds fun.
No, but
They're
I want
so
it.
good.
I'm not
Oh
gonna
my
lie,
God.
my dick got a little hard.
So Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays. But
you don't eat any of the food.
exactly.
You're a communist.
I wouldn't say
in
that.
Soviet
but
Russia, Renfro just eats stuffing.
I
Sometimes.
I love Thanksgiving because of what it brings my family together, and like it's that thing, you know.
Matthew
and
is a family man.
I like so I don't eat turkey. So
Do you eat pumpkin pie?
I love pumpkin pie.
Okay, you're less of a communist. I can forgive a lot.
So I
Now
get
you're
down
just a
on
sympathizer.
ham. I love the mashed potatoes.
yeah.
I don't like cranberry.
No.
I don't like the canned cranberry
Oh,
shit.
that's even the worst.
Oh, that's
I
the
always make mine from scratch, and you know what the trick to make them not taste like crap is? Bourbon.
Word. I'd be down to
Lots
try
of
that.
bourbon.
Oh yeah,
I'd be down to
bourbon,
try that.
for sure.
I don't like that. Stuffing I'm cool with now. Like I've grown to enjoy it. Obviously rolls and shit like that. But like
can you
the
not
green
like
bean casserole.
stuffing?
Green bean casserole. And so there's only certain things where I'm not down with, but I mean, shit, I
do you
get
not
my
like-
plate and I fucking rock
Do you
it.
not like turkey because like you don't have good gravy? Because like good
No,
gravy is,
like the
key
gravy's
to
the shit.
liking.
I
Gravy's
love
the shit.
fuck. I
I
love
love
gravy.
gravy.
I'll eat turkey. I'm not like I'm not gonna touch turkey. But
what's
if
your
there's
favorite?
if there's turkey and ham, I'm going straight ham all day.
You know what? You know what? You know what? You're right.
I'm doing ham all
doing
day.
ham.
Like
I
I
do
like.
ham. See, I do ham at Easter.
See,
hey,
I love ham at Easter, but
And
I'm an
make
atheist,
split,
so I don't
then
care.
I do split pea
split
soup with
word.
the leftovers.
Yep, for sure. Word.
I think we need to figure out how to bring popcorn into Thanksgiving.
Oh my gosh, could you? Oh my gosh, could you
Dude, just
imagine?
put it in
You
the
just like got me.
corn
You just got me like super
Because you
super like in. I'm like, oh my god,
We
let's make
actually
this.
really
I
fucking
got
happen.
it. I got it.
you-
I
We've
got
thought
it.
about making a drink literally for Thanksgiving, like a Bloody Mary, but a Thanksgiving Bloody Mary. And like we wanted to do like some sort of like like instead of
like
tomato
it would have
juice,
all the elements, right?
like
cranberry
like instead
sauce,
of tomato
stuffing.
juice using like sweet potato or
Right.
like butternut squash or something like a little bit sweeter, doing like vodka.
Okay.
But then like as like the rim, like how people do like a salted rim on like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
margarita, using dread stuffing mix.
Oh shit, that might be fucking
Stuffing
awesome.
crumbles.
Little stuffing crumbles.
I will say this, Matthew. We got a product that we're going to ship next year.
What?
If anybody actually wants to give us money for it, but check this out. Fro Show. Pop. Cornucopia. So it's an entire... No.
that's
Check
too
it out.
much.
Check it out.
Fro
Cornucopia.
show pop cornucopia. That's too much.
You could totally
Check it out. Check it out. Cornucopia.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes.
Popcorn.
Yeah, I get that.
With.
Fucking
Here we go. Here we go.
Paint your portrait, buddy.
Here we go.
Yep.
A little bit of... Right amount of butter you want. The right amount of salt
Wait, what's
you
it
want.
called?
The Pop Cornucopia.
The Fro Show pop cornucopia. It's too long.
He thinks it's too long. Hey, look,
little-
I got
little bit long.
hashtag hate yourself
I got it
first
even
trending.
better. I got it even better.
you got it even
so
better.
what you do
Fro
is
pop.
you do popcorn with like butter and all that, right? But instead of like seasoning mix, you like take like a hammer and you mash like stuffing mix into like powder. And
fucking
so then
read
you
my mind.
season your popcorn with stuffing.
You
So it's like
fucking read
stuffing
my
flavored
mind.
Yeah,
popcorn.
you
That's
guys,
what I
you
want.
guys do that shit, and you be like, we did it.
Dude, that is a recipe
that's what I
going on the
wanted.
website.
You
I
say,
made
That's
you
it.
what I
do
wanted.
you do that shit, and you say mission accomplished. You send me a message that said mission accomplished,
Can you imagine how good stuffing flavored
and I'd be
popcorn
like,
would be?
first of all,
You're right
For-
on my... That's what I was thinking.
Fuck.
you guys send me a message that says mission accomplished. I'm gonna write back and be like, what the fuck does this mean? Because I'm not gonna remember this shit. And you're gonna be like the popcorn with the stuffing, and I'll be like, what?
No, the
and you're gonna
Pop
be like,
Cornucopia.
yeah, they'll say that, and I'll be like,
Fro
oh,
Show
that
pop
shit.
cornucopia.
Yeah, and I'll be okay. I'll try it. I'll be up there in 5. I'd have to drive really fast to be up there at 5. All right, we're closing this out.
That's fine. What do you got to close this out with?
Fuck this shit. I'm out
I'm not hearing it.
because I'm not playing it.
Oh.
Because I'm saying like we're closing out. It's closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't fucking stay here.
They can stay here because I'm very lonely. But hashtag popcornucopia. And don't forget to, Matthew, I said I was going to be nice, but you better tap that sass.
Thank you so much for coming on the show, Matthew and Sarah.
Yes.
Our
The
pleasure.
Geeks Who Eat, friends of the show. I'm sorry, fuck. I'm just going to stop the shit.
Popcornucopia.
Popcorn, yeah.
But yes, before we play music, plug. Where can we find you?
Number two. Number 2, Geeks Who Eat.
Boom.
At Geeks Who Eat everywhere else.
Boom.
Boom.
Personally?
Oh, you don't want to see my personal Instagram. It's boring.
I'm on it. I love
Sarah on Instagram.
Boom. Oh, shit. Steve?
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Steven Movie Jr.
Yeah, I'm Steven at Steven Mooney Jr. Am I? Am I Mooney? Fuck, I don't even know. No one follows me.
You're S. Mooney Jr., maybe.
I know.
I don't fucking know.
It's cool.
And Matthew Renfro. We'll see you guys later.
Tap this, Eric.
Yeah, tap this, Eric. Go
Bucks.
Go tap this, Eric. Oh, yeah. Eric with like his balls and Eric with his balls and stuff, Tap those balls.
Tap those balls.
He's
Okay,
got
we're
those.
done, guys. Next.
I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.